Hello, Team Tristar. I am Mike Wilkin. This video centers around an in-home sales presentation. Now, it's broken into chapters so you can study each section separately. And the video is a great training aid for MRs, gold distributors, silver distributors, managers, trainers, experienced dealers, new dealers, and even advertisers. So basically what I'm saying, this is for everyone. Study the video, take notes, and apply. And if you do so, your sales will increase. Now, we've asked Rob Pritchard to do the video because Rob is consistently one of our top gold distributors. Let me tell you some of his numbers. As a dealer, his best week was 11 sales. He sold 19 in a month 3 times. And as a manager and a distributor, he's taught people to sell over 100 in a week, over 260 in a month, over 1,160 in a year, and he's produced 9 international sales champ and 1 yearly international sales champion. Now, pay close attention to Rob and the rapport he has with the customers, his committing questions, and the amount of dirt he shows. Good selling.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Rob with Tristar. I'm here for our appointment this evening.
Rob, Raymond, good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. All right. Man, this is a beautiful home you guys have got here.
Thank you.
Welcome. How long have you been out in the area?
About 6 years now.
6 years. Awesome. Awesome. By the way, I'm Rob.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
Cynthia.
Cynthia, nice to meet you, Cynthia. So you guys been out here 6 years?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Originally from the Dallas area, or?
Yes.
Are you? Okay, born and raised, huh?
Uh-huh.
Nice. My family's originally from Texas, but then I moved out to the West Coast, so it's kind of first time living here. All right, so what is it that you all do for a living?
I work at a bank.
At a bank? Nice, nice. One of the local banks, major firm throughout the U.S., or?
It's one of the smaller ones, so I like it, get to talk to people more, kind of know your customers a little
Nice.
bit better.
Okay, so it's a little more personable with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Nice. I've got a friend that's a banker that's works for Wells Fargo, and it's just constant roll
Yeah.
over, roll over. So you got the locals that have been with you for years and years then?
Yeah, and you just get to know everybody and their needs and really focus on them, and that's something that I kind of like about it.
Awesome. Okay, so obviously you enjoy it then?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Just treating you fairly well, huh? Okay.
I've done all right.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Done all right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. How about yourself, Cynthia?
I'm a stay-at-home wife.
Okay, so you got the tough job. You got
Yes.
to take care of him, the kids, the house, and things like that.
Make sure
Awesome.
everything's nice.
Excellent. Okay. Nice. How long you all been together?
8 years.
8 years. Nice. So you guys are together for a couple of years. Decided to buy this house here.
Yes.
This is your first house?
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, it's my second. It's our first together.
Oh, awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice. How many little ones you guys got?
We have 2.
Oh, nice, nice. Ages?
1 and 5.
1 and 5. Okay, so just as you got out of the terrible 2s, you're kind of getting right back into them, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. So that's got to keep your hands full. Boys, girls?
Boy and girl.
Boy and girl. Nice. One of each, huh? That's going to keep it that way? Or
Got
you
the
looking?
pairing, so right now I'm good.
You're
We're
good.
good. We have.
two is more than enough
That's all
for
that
me.
we need.
Yeah.
Awesome. Excellent. Excellent. So you guys been here your whole lives? Are you guys into the sports around here at all? Take advantage of going to see any of those?
He's into sports. I watch him by default.
Gotcha.
I make her.
Kind of forced to cheer along.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to keep up with the Mavs, so I'll make her sometimes come out and watch with me, watch with some buddies.
Awesome, awesome. You said the Mavs?
Yeah.
Nice. So you had to be extremely happy last year, huh?
Oh, yeah. You know, last year was better than this year. This year's kind of.
Gotcha. Yeah, this
Yeah,
year
we
kinda
don't talk about this year.
No. Excellent. All right. Well, I mean, have you guys ever seen a presentation on like a home cleaning system, vacuum cleaner, anything like that before?
Just on TV.
Just on TV. Okay. Excellent. Okay. And what kind of vacuum cleaners are you guys currently using now?
An old one.
Yeah, I don't really know which
One
brand
her mom
it
gave
is.
us. I mean, it's an old one her mom gave us, and it's sometimes it picks up stuff and sometimes it doesn't. So.
Awesome. All right. Well, do you mind grabbing that for me, really quick? 'Cause it does help me out a little bit with the
Sure,
presentation.
sure.
I think it's in the closet.
Excellent. All right. And you guys said you guys got given this as a gift?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, Raymond, let me ask a question. If there was 3 things that you liked most about your vacuum, what would they be?
That it was a gift.
Okay.
The color doesn't offend me, and it gets some, it gets like the big stuff up off the floor.
Okay,
So,
kind of the stuff that you can see at least.
Yeah, it looks, you get the lines, and so it looks.
The extension cord's nice.
Yeah.
Extension cord? Okay, so like where you can reach up and get high to reach
Yes.
cartridge places? Okay, awesome. All right, well, Cynthia, if there was 3 things that you didn't like or that you would change about it, what would they be?
It's pretty loud, so I have to be careful around the baby or where I'm vacuuming if he's
Okay.
down. Well, sometimes when I vacuum, I have allergies. Like I'll notice that I start sneezing while I'm vacuuming.
That's never fun.
It's like it's
Yeah.
heavy.
It is.
Because she'll like bring it around like this. And put
It's
it down,
very
it's a
heavy,
little
especially if
small.
I'm going up and downstairs. It's just
Okay.
kind of a problem.
Kind of bulky and hard to move.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can lift it. It's just not as light as I would like it to
barely.
be.
Well, have you guys ever heard of the Tristar before?
No.
No,
I
okay.
have not, no.
You have not? All right. Not a lot of people have. That's kind of why we're doing this. The name of the company that manufactures the Tristar is Tristar Enterprises. They're based out of Dallas, Texas, and they've been in business since 1937. Okay, so over 70 years. Now, this is where all of our products are manufactured right here in the U.S. This is a picture of our manufacturing plant in Bristol, Virginia, and this is the headquarters down here in Dallas. All right, and what they've been dedicated to is manufacturing and distributing of quality products for your homes. Okay. Now, first thing we're going to talk about today is what experts call indoor air pollution. Now, have you guys ever heard anything like that before?
I'm sure I've read it.
Maybe.
Sure, I've read it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Articles, things like
yeah.
that. Okay. Well, guys, we eat 3 pounds of food a day. We drink 4 pounds of water, and we breathe 35 pounds of air. Okay. Now, Raymond, let me ask a question. You wouldn't eat dirty food, would you?
I would prefer not to.
Okay. And Cynthia, you wouldn't drink dirty water, would you?
No, not at all.
So you wouldn't want to breathe dirty air, would you?
No.
Of course not. Now, guys, these are some of the pollutants that are caused. We got molds and mildews, ragweeds and pollens, tobacco smoke, and pet dander. And these are just some of the symptoms that can occur from that. Now, as the biggest culprit in household pollution is house dust. I mean, do you guys know what's in house dust?
I know that dust mites.
Dust mites, okay.
Like dead skin.
Yeah, I mean, it's dust mites, decaying fragments of spiders, roaches, snakes, scabies, and thousands of other things you don't even know. Now, I'm not saying this to gross you out. You just don't know what's out there. Okay, and who do you know has the worst allergies? I know, Cynthia, you
That
said
would
you
be
had
me,
allergies.
yes.
But yeah? Okay. All right, that's not surprising because 1 in 5 people suffer from allergies and asthma. And the big problem is energy efficient homes. The homes are sealed, so we trap the pollutants and everything else in that makes us sick. And with energy efficient homes, during summertime, we work to keep the heat out and the cool in, right? Mm-hmm. And during the winter, the heat in and the cool out.
Yeah.
But again, we trap everything else in the home. We spend 90% of our times indoors. So let me ask you a question, Raymond. Do you ever go inside to take a breath of fresh air, or do you go outside to take a breath of fresh air?
No, we'll go out. We'll open the windows.
Open the
in
windows.
house. Yeah. I mean, it's,
According to this, definitely outside.
Excellent. All right. Do you guys have an air purifier? No?
No.
No? Okay, great. Let me take you shopping and save you hundreds of hours. Now, when it comes to air purifiers, these are the 2 basic types that you see. You got your tabletops and your towers. Okay, the problem with them is they have limited airflow, small coverage area, high maintenance and frequent cleaning. Most of them have those plates that you have on the inside there that when they get dirty, you got to kind of wipe them down and things like that. Otherwise, they stop working. All right. Also, they have an ion generator, which all that does is redistributes dust. What it does, it puts a negative ion out there, captures the dust, and brings it to the floors. Well, as you walk across your floor, Cynthia, what are you doing with the dust as you're walking across your floor?
Lifting it up again.
Kicking it right back up into the air, right? Okay. And they also have ozone generators. Now, what we have is proven technology. This is our PureStar 3000. It has 100% sealed HEPA filtration, 99.97% efficiency. Basically what that means, for every 10,000 particles that enter, only 3 are able to escape. It's a triple stage filtration system. It's got a pre-filter, a HEPA cartridge, and a VOC carbon blanket. All metal construction, filters up to 3,000 square feet of air, and 14 air changes per day. So basically, Raymond, Cynthia, what it does is it gives your home a breath of fresh air 14 times every day. All right? It also comes with a 5-year warranty on the motor. All right, guys, I don't have the PureStar 3000 with me. What I do have is its little brother, okay, called the PureStar 1000. All right, and that's this little guy right here. All right, and it's designed to clean 1,000 square feet of air. Now, as you can see, it has the 3 different filters on it. You have your pre-filter, okay, which this is designed to capture all larger particles, pet hair, things like that. All right, and this is also washable. All you gotta do is pull this off, wash it, and it comes with a replacement one where you can slow it back on while you're letting it dry.
Oh, okay.
All right? Right here is your True HEPA filtration cartridge. It circles around the entire machine, and on the inside, you've got your VOC carbon blanket. What that's designed to do is limit up to 200 different gases and odors. Okay.
Cool.
Now, on the top here, it also has an aromatherapy tool. All you gotta do is pop it open, grab a cotton ball, which put your favorite kind of scent on there. It can be like any oil-based scent. It can be perfumes, things like that. Put it on, and what it'll do is it'll continuously scent the air the whole time your machine's running.
Oh, that's nice.
He loves that.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. All right. Well, guys, have you guys ever had the air tested in your home before?
No.
No? All right, now people have. All right, what this is, guys, this is a laser particle counter. And what this is designed to do is it counts the particles in air. It's used in a lot of hospitals, clean rooms, things like that.
Okay.
All right, now, sorry if I go and plug this in right there?
Yeah.
Excellent. Cynthia, if you don't mind plugging that in right there next to it, I'd appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to go and turn this on. What this does is it measures 1 cubic foot of air every 5 seconds. And the average person takes about a cubic foot of air every time they take a breath. So it's basically taking 1 breath every 5 seconds. Now, if you take a look here, these 5 large particles are 5 microns or larger. What those are the particles in the air that you can actually see. So have you ever opened the window during the summertime and see all that stuff floating around inside the air?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, those are those particles right there. Okay, these are the particles that are 1 micron or smaller. All right, these are the particles that you can't see. Okay. Now, if you look at the back here, give you an accurate tell of this reading, because oof,
That seems really high.
that dust is a little bit high right now, isn't it? Okay. So if you look at the back, what you have to do to get an accurate reading is 0 to 25 is excellent air. Okay, 25 to 50 is very good air. 50 to 100 is good air. And if you get up into 1,000 and above, that's very poor air. Now, since this is the smaller particles, you have to multiply them by 100. So right now you're looking at 16,000 particles in the air.
Wow.
Now, Raymond, Cynthia, let me ask you a question. Right, with the air we're breathing right now, are we breathing good air, poor air, or very poor air?
Based on that and the chart on the back, very poor.
Very poor.
Poor air.
Yeah.
And Cynthia, if you had your choice, which would you rather breathe? Good air, clean air?
Excellent.
Excellent air? Okay.
Excellent.
All right, well, let me go ahead and show you how this Tristar works here. All right, I'm going to go and set this up and turn it on. And right here, guys, is what's called your whisper mode. This will be run continuously in your bedroom while you're sleeping. Because while you're sleeping, you're not kicking up a lot of dust and things like that. Can you notice the difference, or can you hear it at all?
No, it's
No.
really quiet.
Now, once you go ahead and turn it on, this right here is on full power. With it set up like this, it'll change the air in a 100 square foot room 7 times every hour.
Okay.
Okay? So I'll go and hold this up here, show you really how this works. Let me know when you see this get to double zeros. Already you can notice a major jump, can't you, Raymond?
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
went down by about half.
Oh, wow, look at that.
3 and 1.
Feels real fresh. I can feel it.
Double zeros.
It seems cleaner.
Exactly. As you can see, it took, what, 15 seconds for it to get double zeros. Now, guys, I can go ahead and talk to you about how air purifiers work all day long, but really the best way to figure out how it works is by putting it in a room where I can shut the door.
Okay.
And Cynthia, you said earlier that you've got the worst allergies, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So why don't you go and take this. There you go. And
Okay.
lead the way and go and stick here on the corner. Cynthia, if you don't mind plugging that right there
Okay.
for me. Actually, let me go ahead and grab Raymond before I take this count. I'll be right back. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a really quick read here in the room for you. Okay, so we tested the air out there. Just going to do a really quick one here, before and after, kind of. Okay, how's it get your memory, Raymond?
It's okay.
It's
Depends
okay.
on what I'm having to remember.
All right, I just need you to remember that number right there once it's done counting.
246.
Okay,
Got it.
so we're at 246 before we came in, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on high so it can really circulate the air through. And just so you know, it does have the complete surround. It's pulling air from all angles. All I got is just kind of show you that really quick. It's got this piece of paper. So I just kind of pulls it around.
Okay.
So the entire time it's running, it's circulating the air throughout the entire room. So we're in about a 100 square foot area. While we're here, it should filter a good 2 or 3 times before we come back in and check on it. So let's go and leave this running here for a few and go and step on out and get into the machine part. So guys, before we head out, I forgot to put the scent in here. Come on in. Like I told you before, it is an aromatherapy oil or a tool. Just grab your favorite scent. I'm going to go ahead and toss it in the top here. And when we get done, and we come back in to check on this, I really want you to tell if you can tell the difference in the air and the scent and how it feels, things like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, now, Raymond, Cynthia, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of or not, but on the market today, there are over 350 different brand names, makes, models, vacuum cleaners. Oh, yeah. Now, there's a ton of them out there, right? Okay, now out of those 350 different brand names, makes, and models, there's 3 major faults. The first fault is that vacuums clog up and lose power. Raymond, have you ever noticed a machine always works best with either a brand new bag or filter on it?
I don't do a lot of vacuuming, but you know.
Okay.
Yes,
well, Cynthia, you've
definitely-
noticed
in college. I did.
Awesome. Okay.
I change the bag quite a bit.
Quite frequently? Okay. And the second problem, or the second fault is vacuum cleaners have insufficient airflow, which I'll talk about here in just a second. And the third fault is they scatter dirt and dust from one place to the next. Now, Cynthia, I'm sure you've noticed when you turn on a vacuum, you get that puff of dust, or sometimes you can smell it your vacuuming.
Yeah.
Or if I have stuff, I definitely see it scatter. I'm kind of
Okay.
chasing after it.
And you can smell it? All right.
He's always complaining about
All
that.
right. Well, out of those 350 different brand names, makes, and models, you've only got 3 basic types. You have your uprights, your tanks, and your canisters. Now, if you take your upright, for example, dirt and air come up over the beater bar, through the motor, and into an upside-down porous bag or filter. Now, Raymond, that bag or filter is porous, designed to be the exhaust, because air has to escape in order for air to enter. Does that make sense, Cynthia? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Now, it happens though, you turn on the machine, you get your puff of dust. Mm-hmm. Run that machine for about 5 to 10 minutes, and the pores of that bag or filter tend to get clogged with just a thin coating of dust on there. Now, with that thin coating of dust on there, it allows little to no air to escape the machine. So, Raymond, if no air can escape, how much air can enter?
Not much.
Not much,
Yeah,
okay. And Cynthia, if no air's going in, how much dirt's going in?
Not much at all.
And Raymond, if no dirt's going in, how much cleaning are you getting done?
Very little.
Very little. And Cynthia, you don't want to pull out a vacuum and push it around the house knowing you're not doing anything, do you?
Yeah, I felt like that a couple of times.
Okay. All right, now the other 2 types of machines are basically the same type machine, the tank and the canister. The only difference between the 2 is one's short and fat and sits up, kind of like my boss, all right? And the other one's long and skinny and lays down like me on my day off. Now, they both work on a straight line principle. Dirt and air come to the top of the tank, exhaust out the bottom. On a canister, come in front of the machine, exhaust out the back. Again, you can put a brand new bag or filter in one of these. Turn it on, feel the exhaust, it's blowing like crazy. Mm-hmm. Right? Run that machine for about 3 to 5 minutes, feel the exhaust again, there's nothing coming out. So again, Raymond, if nothing's coming out, what's going in?
It's not working.
It's not working, okay? So, Cynthia, with what I just told you about vacuum cleaners in general, do they seem like a very efficient way of keeping your home clean?
No.
No. Now, Tristar solved the first problem of clogging up and loss of power. Now, what we have here is a vertical bag and a horizontal motor. And the lid design we have allows dirt and air to come in at a high angle, rebound off top back of the bag, thrown right in front of the machine. Keeps the front of the bag unrestricted at all times. For even at 98% full, the Tristar still maintains 100% airflow. And Raymond, I'm sure you'd agree it's easier for air to go over dirt than it is for air to go through the dirt, wouldn't you?
That would probably be a lot easier.
Okay. And so if cyclonic action really worked like this, Cynthia, wouldn't that be a more efficient way of keeping your home clean, never losing power?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Tristar solved the second problem of scattering of dirt and dust with an unmatched filtration system. Now, with all filters in place, the Tristar can break down the air to only 1 micron in size. And do you guys have any idea how big a micron is?
Extremely small.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I know it's somewhere between here and here. Okay, it's actually healthier than air we're breathing right now. So in case like allergies, asthma, things like that.
So no sneezing while vacuuming?
Exactly.
Okay, that'd be good.
So Raymond, you can see the benefits of breathing cleaner, healthier air, right?
Yeah, I'd love to breathe some.
Especially with her having her allergies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
always
excellent.
sniffling.
All right, and the third fault is sufficient airflow. Now, I'm sure you got all kinds of tools and attachments coming through your vacuum cleaner over here, right? Okay, and most of them have a flat edge surface on it. Well, Raymond, if you take a flat surface tool and you put on a flat surface, that creates a sealed suction on the edge of that tool. And no matter how much power your machine has, you're not going to be able to pick anything up. There's no airflow pulling the dirt in. Does that make sense, Cynthia?
It does.
Okay, so Tristar, they put little holes or grooves in all their tools. We got groovy tools, get it, groovy, haha. Okay, guys, I know the jokes are really stupid, okay, but don't worry, they do get worse. Now, what these little holes and grooves do is allow a maximum amount of dirt and air into the machine at all times. Now, with what I told you, though, about other vacuum cleaners clogging up and losing power, if I was to put little holes or grooves in all their tools, wouldn't that just cause them to clog up that much quicker by throwing more dirt, more air into the machine, Raymond?
I'd say yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Tristar solved the problem of insufficient airflow with the groovy tools. Solved the problem of scattering dirt and dust with an unmatched filtration system. Solved the problem of clogging up and lost power with cyclonic action. So Cynthia, what could the Tristar do for you that all 350 different brand names, makes, and models of vacuum cleaners can't?
Well, apparently give me cleaner air.
Cleaner air?
Less dirt.
So it would clean, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And again, Raymond, what's the only reason you want a vacuum?
You want to get it clean. You
Exactly,
want it clean.
okay.
I just like I hear it's not the horrible air that it's putting out.
There you go. Awesome. All right, well, guys, I'm sure you're aware of the difference between price and cost, right?
Yes.
You know, price being the initial dollar amount spent on an item, like the price tag, cost of dollar amount spent on the same item over a long period of time. Okay, and for that, we're going to act like we got and buy enough bags, belts, beater bars, and vacuums to last you for 25 years. Okay, and we're going to use the leading standard machine on the market today. All right, and the annual cost of that machine is about $339. Then you've got your bag or filter costs at roughly 120 bucks. And Raymond, I'm sure you'd agree with just about any machine you own, you're going to have some kind of bag or filter cost, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The exhaust filter lasts 15 a year. And Cynthia, you get your carpet steam clean, I don't know, once or twice a year, don't you?
Yeah, about once a year.
About once a year, okay. And if you're lucky, it's going to run you about 160 bucks a year?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now, the sad part is the life expectancy on that machine is only 5 years.
Or less.
Or less, okay, depending on who's using it, right?
I've had to replace them quicker than that.
Well, there you go, okay. And so, Raymond, you agree, they don't make things like they used to, do they?
Oh no, it'll break right down.
There you go, okay. Now, based on this information up here, the 5-year cost on that one machine would be $1,814. Now, if you put that into 25 years, just off today's numbers, not including inflation, things like that, that one machine would wind up costing you over $9,000. Now, Raymond, Cynthia, do you guys ever expect to spend that much money to keep your home clean?
No, I'll keep my crappy vacuum.
Okay, but you see how we do, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys ready to see a Tristar? Now, before I show you guys the Tristar, you got to promise me 2 things, okay? First of all, you can't laugh at it. It's kind of shy. It might jump back into the box. And, Raymond, I'm a little big to be showing you anything from inside the box. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Second thing is you can't call any dirty names like a vacuum cleaner. My boss says you got 3 chances to call it a vacuum. After the 3rd time, I hand you the machine. You hand me a signed blank check. Fair enough? No, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
Okay. All right, guys. So 2012 Tristar CS. What's that look like to you guys?
It's one of
It's
the
small.
one of the ones the motorized ones, the robots.
Like a little robot, okay, like
It's
R2-D2,
metal?
something like that. It is metal, okay. If you use your imagination a little bit, like a little pig, a little minivan, gas tank to a motorcycle.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. You guys watch any late night TV?
That she does.
You do? Okay, so you know who Jay Leno is, right?
Oh, yes.
Hold like that. Let's look like Jay Leno. Little forehead, big jaw, goofy nose on his face. All right, you flip it over. You go a few years back, you got Arsenio Hall. Big forehead, long skinny chin, big old stupid smile.
Dang.
All right? Now, first thing you notice is the Tristar is made out of metal, not plastic. You can knock it around, things like that. It's not going to damage the machine. I mean, you can stand on it, put over 250 pounds of pure muscle on there. It's not going to crack. Kidding about the muscle part. Okay, now.
Is it heavy?
What? I was going to say, why don't you go and hop up, try and pick that up for me.
Okay.
Stand on it, babe.
Careful, extremely heavy.
Oh, wow. That's really
Pretty light?
Yeah.
Now, how much do you think it weighs?
It's, I don't know, I would say 20, 15?
Yeah, like 20 pounds.
20 pounds? All right, very close. All right, get a good workout in, right?
Yeah.
All right, you're very close. Actually, 15 pounds.
Oh,
It's the
said
lightest
15.
all-metal machine on the market today. Reason is made out of aircraft-grade aluminum for lightweight and durability. That has a non-marking bumper that runs around the outer edge for any kind of reckless cleaners. Like I know when I'm cleaning, I'm in a hurry to get the job done, I'm running into everything, okay? What this does is protect your machine and furniture from any kind of damage. Stands up on end, easy convenient storage, put in the closet, doesn't take up a lot of space. Ready to pull it out, easy carry handle right here.
And
Now,
the cord wraps around.
the cord does wrap around right here. This sticker means we're UL approved. All right, now you flip side right here. It now comes off 27 feet of cord. Now, can you see one advantage of having a 27-foot cord rim?
Yeah, that you don't get the cord tangled up and you can go further with it.
Exactly. Plug in one dull area, you're
That
done, right?
sounds
No more
good.
musical outlets. Now, we also have a self-winding cording machine. But since we couldn't find a spring we can guarantee for 25 years, this is what you do. You flip the latch back down, you simply wind it yourself. Get it? Self-winding, wind it yourself, haha. Okay, now wheels down here now with thermal, non-marking, hard rubber substance. Pretty much the same thing that bowling balls are made out of. Raymond, have you ever gone bowling, thrown a strike, and had the ball come back that small?
I have not, no.
Never thrown a strike or never had the ball come back that small?
No, I've never thrown a strike.
Okay, so you're horrible at bowling, me too. Okay,
Well,
okay.
it seems like it'll turn easy.
It does,
too.
okay? What I'm getting at, bowling balls are very durable. They're made to last. They're all soft enough, though, to crush your hard floors, linoleum tiles. It's not going to scratch your hard surface. Now, like you were saying, the wheels do rotate 360 degrees. Reason for that, go over your own course, small pets, children. It's not going to go over and play dead on you. Because nobody wants a dead pig in the house, do they,
Wait,
Cynthia?
did you just roll over the cord?
Huh?
Did you just roll that over the cord?
I did.
Wow.
Oh, all right, on top here, high impact on switch, maybe slammed on for a lifetime. Raymond, do you have anything else for home? Lifetime warranty on it?
Maybe. It's probably in a drawer somewhere.
Gotcha, okay. Well, either way, you appreciate a good warranty, right?
Oh, no, that's a
Excellent.
great warranty.
And so on top here, easy to carry luggage style handle, pick up, carry on the house, very easy to use. Luggage style latch right here in the front of the machine. You have no broken snap, zippers, or buttons you normally have to empty your bag with.
Yes.
Opens up to easiest bag in the world. It's empty, take it out, couple shakes to a garbage can, and it's empty.
Wow.
Now, Cynthia, have you ever seen a bag that easy to empty before?
No.
No, and that's actually a second filter in the Tristar. These are the first. What these are paper bag inserts designed to line the inside of the cloth bag, keep that cloth bag fresh. Now, the great thing about those bags is they're about $1 a bag.
Okay.
So over a 25-year period of time, that would save you between $400 and $600 in bag costs alone. Raymond, would you agree that's some pretty good savings?
That's a pretty good savings.
Excellent. Okay, now third filter on the Tristar is the only maintenance that you have. Once every couple months, pop it out, run in some water, so out to dry overnight. Not a lot of maintenance for something that's going to last you a lifetime, is it, Cynthia?
No, not at
No.
all.
Fourth and fifth filter is what we call the diaper of the Tristar. Kind of a school diaper on there, doesn't it? Okay, this is a two-part filter. This right here is a charcoal-activated filter. It eliminates the unwanted odors, such as cooking odors, pet odors, cigarette odors, the absolute worst smell got your house of all. You know what that is, don't you, Raymond?
The vacuum cleaner smell?
No, salesman.
Oh.
Okay, now salesman out paper Luke got. Same thing a surgical mask are made out of.
Okay.
Now, if you take all 4 filters in place, run the machine in a 10 by 10 room, it'll filter the air down to 1 micron in size.
Wow.
And again, Raymond, Cynthia, you guys can see the benefits of breathing cleaner, healthier air, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Now, can you guys see that motor inside there?
Yes.
Right there. The
Right back here?
Yeah.
Okay, with every other machine uses what's called an impeller propeller type motor. What we have in here is a turbine style motor. Okay, it's kind of like comparing a crop duster to a Learjet. And if you're going to fly to Hawaii tomorrow, Cynthia, what would you rather take, a crop duster or a Learjet?
My jet.
Jet, right? It's going to get you there faster. Same base with Tristar, gets the job done quicker. The reason is, with the impeller propeller motor, you only have 1 fan blade spinning. With the VM turbine motor, you have 2 fan blades rotating 18,000 revolutions per minute. That's 300 revolutions per second. So would you agree that'd create a ton of power, Raymond?
That just sounds fast.
Yeah, it just sounds fast. Okay. Now, Cynthia, do you have any idea how they rate the power of a vacuum cleaner?
No, I don't. I just run it through my carpet and that's how I
All
figure
right,
it
don't
out.
worry, I didn't know either until I started working here. Okay, what it's called is a water lift test. What you do is you get a big tub of water, put a 1-inch glass tube down inside of that water. You mark it off 1-inch increments to the top of the tube. Take suction power of your machine, attach to the top of the tube. However far up you lift the water is how much power your machine has. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, now your store-bought machines, okay, they're going to range you anywhere between $60 upwards of $800. Okay, now with the clean bagger filter, they're going to have anywhere between 15 to 40 inches of water lift. Okay, then you got your so-called quality machines that come shown in homes, things like that. Okay, they're going to range anywhere from $1,500 all the way up to $4,000. Now, if the clean bag water system, whatever they use, have between 45 to 88 inches of water lift. On Tristar, though, a completely empty bag or 98% full bag has and maintains 116 inches of water lift. That's over 9 feet in the air. Now, Raymond, Cynthia, if we lift water 9 feet in the air, we can get dirt out of your carpets?
Oh, yes.
I'd say yes.
Yeah, okay, excellent. Now, have you guys ever had any kind of unwanted odor in the home before? Like burnt food, fish, pets, something like that?
Burnt food.
Burnt.
Burnt food? Okay. I like how he looks at you when he says that. All right. Well, what do you guys normally use to eliminate those odors?
Spray.
Febreze.
You Febreze sprays, things like that, okay? Well, let me ask you a question. The sprays that we use, do they actually eliminate odors, or do they just cover them up?
I don't know how the magic
It's
works.
supposed to eliminate it.
It's supposed to eliminate
It's like
it.
the oil. I mean, the oil.
I don't know how well they work. I mean, they usually just mask it really
They
well.
usually just mask it, right? Because by the time whatever sprays in the air is gone, the original odor is still left behind.
Yes.
Okay, and on top of that, have you ever read one of the outside of that can, Raymond?
No, I just
It's a
buy it.
lot of chemicals.
There's a lot of chemicals. It says right on the front of it, do not inhale. Well, what do? Shh. Smells great, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, what I brought with me here is a very strong odor. Okay, like I said, it is strong. It does stink. So I'm going to have you take a very light whiff of that.
What is it?
Just take it. Like I said, light whiff. It does stink. I said light. All right. You guys recognize that odor?
You just put your hand in it.
You guys recognize that odor?
Is it like cat litter? Or
No, it's not
something,
cat
or-
urine. Okay, I've tried training
Litter,
a cat
litter,
good
I
enough,
said
but it wouldn't go in.
litter.
Okay, it's actually ammonia.
Okay.
Now, Raymond,
Oh yes, that is ammonia. Yeah.
all right, let me ask you a question. If you had a smell like ammonia in your house, would you ever pull your vacuum cleaner out to get rid of it?
No.
No. And Raymond, what would happen if you ran ammonia through your vacuum? What's your whole house going to smell like?
It'll probably ruin your vacuum and smell like ammonia.
It's running
It'll
vacuum smell like
smell
ammonia,
like
right? Okay.
ammonia.
So what I do is I'm going to run the ammonia through the 5-stage filtration system on the Tristar. And what it's going to do instead of covering up any odors, it actually breaks them down and eliminates them from the air. Now, can you smell any kind of ammonia coming out of there?
No.
No. Okay. So like I said, if there's ever a time that you have an unwanted odor in the home, all you got to do is set the machine up just like this, let it run for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of the room, and eliminate the odors from the air. On top of that, it also works as an excellent air medicator. Okay, we're coming up on the cold and flu season, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, have you guys ever used like Vicks Vapor Rub, Halls cough drops, anything along those lines?
Yeah.
Okay. Biggest ingredients in that's what's called eucalyptus. Now, is anyone in the home allergic to eucalyptus?
No.
No? Okay, excellent. All you gotta do is spray a couple of this on here, a little bit of this on here, throw it on the back of the machine, and put it in the bedroom behind closed doors for about 20 minutes before you go to bed at night. Okay, and what it'll do after running for about 20 minutes is it'll give you about 6 to 8 hours of medicated air.
Oh, you can smell that.
Okay, can you
Yeah.
smell that already?
Cool.
Okay, so it'll give you about 6 to 8 hours of medicated air. You'll be able to sleep easier throughout the night, and you'll wake up less congested in the morning. It's the same thing as using all those other products. You just don't have to go out and smear them all over you. Okay? And here's the best part about it. Raymond, Cynthia, if the kids are under the weather, you put it in their room. If they sleep better, who else sleeps better?
We do for
obviously,
sure.
Yeah, okay,
I gotta get up
excellent.
in the morning, so.
Now, not only can it medicate the air, but it also works really well as just a flat-out air scenting. Okay, maybe you got friends coming over, family, something along those lines. Or you just want to make the house smell really nice. Okay, grab your favorite kind of oil-based scent that you want and throw it on the back of this. And what you'll be doing the whole time that you're cleaning your house is you'll actually be changing the air in the room. Now, since you're actually going to be changing the air instead of spraying anything into the air, again, it'll last a good 4 to 6 hours by the time you get done cleaning your whole house.
That's so nice.
Isn't it? Okay. Well, what can you guys smell now?
Orange.
Orange, right?
Great.
Some kind of citrus, vanilla.
Some kind of citrusy smell. I
Yeah.
think it smells like Fruity Pebbles. But what can't you smell anymore?
The ammonia. Don't smell the ammonia.
Or the eucalyptus, right?
That's
Okay.
true.
So in a matter of less than a minute, the Tristar is able to change the air in the room from the eucalyptus to the citrus scent. And here's the best part about it. Smell it now.
You first.
Take as big of a breath as you want on it.
Oh, you can't smell it.
It's gone.
It's gone, okay? But as you can see and feel, it's still wet. So we didn't eliminate the ammonia, we simply eliminated the odor. All right, well guys, I hate to pull something called our hose, but this is our hose. All right, oops, sorry about that. Now, what's it look like to you guys?
A gun.
A gas pump.
A gas pump, exactly. The reason is designed by a female engineer.
Big gun.
She figured out anything to do with the car, the more guys, more likely to pick it up and use it. So I just took it right out of my hands.
You sure
I have
did.
that back really
Give
quick.
it back.
Excellent. Now the handle right here rotates 360 degrees.
Oh, that's nice.
Reason for that, release any kind of tension, you get the edge of the hose here. So I'm sure you've seen hoses with duct tape on them before, right,
Oh,
Cynthia?
yeah. And then they get all twisted.
They get all twisted,
Yeah.
right?
That's my
And
college one, yeah.
You know what we call duct tape in Nevada? Chrome. No, the reason to get the duct tape on hose is because most hoses are made of rubber or plastic. That rubber or plastic dries out and cracks, good tension, and it splits. Okay, Tristar's hose has a UV protectant, doesn't dry, and doesn't crack. It also has piano wire, it runs to the inside of the machine, so you can twist it up, things like that. It's not going to crush your kink on you. End of the hose here, quick neck knitings. All you got to do is snap it in. Once you're in, you're in. Okay? pick it up, just carry it around, things like that. It's not going to fall out on you.
Looks pretty
Now, you guys are from Texas, right? So I'm sure you've heard of everything I say about Texas.
Pretty much.
Like everything's supposed to be bigger and better out there?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Excellent. I got this Texas 22 shell. Why don't you go and feel that for me? All right. Now, Raymond, would you ever try something like that in your vacuum cleaner?
No.
It would probably break it.
It'd blow it up if you tried, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a chance to blow up the Tristar. Set that on the ground here. Here you go.
Okay.
Go set that bad boy on in there. All right. Boom. There it goes. All right. You're going to suck that thing up like it was a BB, didn't it?
Oh my
All right,
God.
does damage the hose, the lid, or the inside of the machine. The reason is dirt and air committed at a high angle, rebound off top, back to bag, and throw it right in front of the machine where it's all metal. So you can soak up rocks, paper clips, paintings, broken glass. It's like
that's
birds
nice.
out of the sky. You're not going to damage this machine. All right?
That's good, because normally I have
Vacuum-
to sweep food and then vacuum it.
Exactly. So you got to clean before you clean, right? Okay. So now can you guys see why the Tristar has a lifetime warranty on the metal?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna
Yeah.
suck up bullets.
Excellent. What we do now is take you on a bit of a shopping spree. You like to go shopping, don't you?
Yes.
She does.
She does? All right. Now, Raymond, we're going shopping for your most favorite thing in the entire world to shop for. You know what that is, don't you?
Stuff for her.
No, vacuum cleaners, right?
Oh.
Okay. Now, since I couldn't fit all 357 different brand names, makes, models of vacuum cleaners into the back of my car, what I have to do is build them for you right here in your home. Now, in order to build a vacuum, you need three things. You need a power source, a bag or filter, and a tool or attachment, something to pick up the dirt with. Now, for the power source, I'm going to use the Tristar. And Raymond, I'm sure you agree, I have to suck up that huge bullet like it was nothing. The Tristar is a great source of power, wouldn't you?
It's got the power, yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Now, same thing you need is a bag or filter. And for that, I'm going to use this. It's called Viscon paper. The same thing that all vacuum cleaner bags and most filters are made out of. Now, if you guys will hold it up to the light for me, you can see it's really porous. You can see right through it, can't you, Cynthia?
Yeah.
A lot of air would be able to get through there, wouldn't it, Raymond?
Yeah, I would think
Yes.
so.
The only problem is vacuum bags and filters aren't this thin. They're made of anywhere from 4 upwards of 8 layers thick of this. So if I just double it up, hold it up to light now. Raymond,
yeah.
can see that's a lot less porous?
Yeah, you can barely see through it.
Yeah. And Cynthia, would you agree it'd be harder for air to get through there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. There's 4, and there's 8. Hold up to light now. Raymond, how much air is getting through there now?
I can see like the shadow of your fingers. And
Shout out
that's
the
it.
fingers, right? Okay. So how much air is going to be able to get through?
Not much at all.
Not much at all. Okay, and a few years ago, guys, I came up with bagless machines. They're a great idea in theory, but unfortunately one of the fastest clogging machines on the market today. The reason is they've all got filters on them, and those filters look just like this, do they not? So Raymond, how much light's getting through there?
0. It's a dark strip.
Dark strip,
Yeah.
right? So again, how much air is going to get through there?
Not any,
Not
probably.
any. Okay, so now we got to catch 22 because we can't run your machine without some kind of bag or filter on it, can we, Raymond?
No, you gotta.
It'd be crazy. You have dirt and dust around everywhere,
Yeah.
okay? But as soon as you put a bag or filter on any machine, you automatically lose a ton of airflow. Let me show you what I mean by that. If you'll take your hands, hold it about a foot above that exhaust. Okay, you guys feel the airflow coming out, right?
Yeah.
What happens is I look at a fresh bag of filter, more or less airflow.
It's a lot less.
Well, let's have it now, more or less.
More.
More or less? Less or more?
It's more.
More, okay. So you guys would agree that just by hooking up a fresh, clean bag and filter to a machine, you're automatically lose a ton of airflow, wouldn't you, Cynthia?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if you take that just one step further,
Oh, don't
put
do
just a
that.
thin coating of dust on there,
Okay.
how much air is getting through there now, Raymond?
It's gonna be less with the dust.
Even less, right?
Yeah.
So again, Cynthia, if no air can escape, how much air can enter?
Not much.
So how much dirt's
Not
going
any.
in, Raymond?
Not much.
So how much cleaning are you doing?
Not at any.
Not any. Okay, again, neither one of you want to pull out a vacuum, push around the house, knowing you're not doing anything, do you?
No.
No. Now, the third thing you need for vacs is a tool or attachment, something to pick up the dirt with. For that, we use our upholstery tool, better known as our groovy tool. See, groovy, ha. Okay, go and take a look at that for me. It's not all tie-dye or nothing, but we're working on it. All right, now, do you guys remember what those grooves are for?
Let air in.
Yeah,
Let
they-
airflow, exactly. All right, now, you guys would agree that's about a 1 inch porous bag, wouldn't you? Give or take?
Yeah.
Yeah? Excellent. You attach it back? All right, now, This is the part of the presentation that takes a little bit of imagination.
Okay.
You got a pretty good imagination, don't you, Cynthia?
Yes, I
Excellent.
do.
You have to with 2 little kids running around, okay? Now, if you imagine yourselves being like 2 feet tall, a little leprechaun, run around and do some vacuuming, and I hold this from fingertip to fingertip, I have your basic upright. So like this first picture right here, or your
Okay.
machine right here. Dirt and air come from the bottom, pass through bag of filtering saucer out the back. So Raymond, can you see how it works just like an upright?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Turn upside down, take out the funny looking top, got the one that's short and fat and sits up like my boss. Dirt and air at the top, pass bag of filtering saucer out the bottom, just like this picture right here.
Okay.
So Cynthia, can you see how it works just like a tank?
Yes.
Great. Lay it on its side and we got our what?
The conventional.
Exactly, the canister, okay? Dirt and air in the front, pass through bag of filtering saucer out the back. So Raymond, Cynthia, you guys would agree, in my hand, I have all 357 different brand names makes models vacuum cleaners, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, okay? And Raymond, you'd also agree that all vacuums work exactly the same. They're set up a little differently, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean,
Looks like it.
Yeah, it sounds like it's the same principles that are
Exactly.
that are behind each one.
All right, now, a machine works best with a fresh, clean bag or filter on. All right, so if you guys will hold out your hand for me. Good. 20 power on there? A little bit like that. 20 power? Yeah, if you want to hop up, Cynthia, I'll give you a clean place to sit.
Good opportunity.
Okay, now while I'm doing this, I want you to pay attention to the sound of that motor. Now it's starting to lighten up on me, get a little bit louder. Okay, chances are you guys have heard that before with your machine, right?
Yes.
The more you use it, the louder it gets. What that means, it's working harder to get the dirt out for you. And Raymond, you like machines work harder for you, don't you?
I want them to work hard.
Exactly, all right. Does that feel like it's working hard or hardly working?
That's not really doing anything.
Wow, that is.
Okay, go and have a seat. So again, was that working hard or was it hardly working?
Hardly working.
It's hardly working.
Lazy.
So, what just happened? Is the bag full
my.
or is it just coated?
No, it's coated. It's
coated.
completely.
Yes.
I got plenty of room for more dirt in there, don't I?
Yes.
But I have to shovel in with a teaspoon with the way the machine was just working.
Yeah, I wasn't really doing
Now,
anything.
let me ask you kind of a dumb question. Raymond, if I was to go or continue pushing this little miniature vacuum around the rest of the house with the way it's working right now, how much cleaning would I be doing?
I'd just say to throw out the carpet.
Okay. I wouldn't be doing any, would I?
No.
And if you knew your machine only had this much power, would you even bother pulling it out of the closet and pushing it around?
I wouldn't even use it. No.
No, because that'd be like using a lawnmower without a blade on it. You wouldn't do that, would you? Fire it up every Sunday, wave at the neighbors?
No, not
No.
just for show.
No.
I mean, after all, Cynthia, what's the only reason you pull your vacuum out of the closet?
To clean.
To clean. If you're not cleaning, what are you doing?
I just want to throw that away now.
You're wasting your
My time.
and time is
And energy and money.
exactly. Now, guys, it's funny. I could take you down to the store and get a store-bought machine at $60, or you can get one of their best brands at closer to $800. Or you can wait around for somebody to come knocking on your door and pay closer anywhere between $1,500 to $4,000. But Raymond, do you have any idea why one machine is going to cost so much more than the other?
I don't know what makes all the price. I mean, there's kind of probably medium cost, and your higher ones are going to be a higher cost, all kinds of different features and
Exactly. I mean, there's many different reasons for it. Brand name, make, model. But the biggest reason is the size of the motor. They figure the bigger the motor, the more you should pay.
Okay.
But Cynthia, didn't us prove the size of the motor means nothing?
Yes, it doesn't mean anything.
Raymond, didn't we just lose 116 inches of water lift simply due to a clogged bag?
It pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I could put a Detroit diesel behind this bad boy. But without any airflow, Cynthia, is all that extra power really going to make a difference? No. Now, this thing coating of dust right here just stole 116 inches of water lift. Now, if I was to take this same thing coating of dust and put it on the inside of every machine on the market today, including the one you're using right now, Raymond, doesn't it make sense the same thing's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to do the same thing. And
I mean, obviously it's going to take longer because it's bigger, right, Cynthia? Now, it took 3 to 5 seconds with my mini vac. After 5 to 10 minutes with the normal size vacuum, what are you doing?
God.
Same thing, right?
I can't believe I got all that dust. I just cleaned.
You're
That's-
sitting on it.
That, back to the office, we call it exercise, okay? Because we're getting plenty of exercise in, aren't we, Raymond?
She is.
Yes, you are, right? Okay. But how much cleaning are you really getting done, Cynthia?
Apparently not any.
Not any. And I can think of a million other ways for you to get your exercise in. Then by pushing around a vacuum cleaner, it doesn't work. Am I right?
It doesn't. Well, and this seems a lot lighter.
Now, that's not even the worst part. Remember earlier we were talking about that puff of dust? Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you guys see that fine ring of dust runs along the outer edge of that right there?
Oh, yeah.
I can see when you pulled it out.
Yeah.
So.
Now, this is what normally escapes your vacuum and goes right back out in the air for you and your family to breathe.
So this is what I'm sneezing.
Exactly, because after all, in order for it to be here, it first had to escape from where?
Wow.
The floor, wherever you're vacuuming.
The bag, right? Now, you wouldn't intentionally breathe that in, would you?
No.
I'm good.
And that couldn't possibly be healthy for you, could it? Mm-mm. Guys, if there was a machine on the market today that never clogged up and never lost power and never blew this back out in the air for you and your family to breathe, what could that machine do for you that no vacuum on the market today could? Give you a hint. Starts with C, ends with lean.
It would be clean.
Cleans, exactly.
Yeah.
And again, what's the only reason you own a vacuum?
To clean.
Clean. Now, if it's clogging up like this and blowing this back out into the air, Cynthia, is it cleaning or is it contaminating?
It looks like it's contaminating.
So, Raymond, would it be doing more good than harm or more harm than good?
It just redistributed it. Yeah, that's all it's doing.
And what would be the first thing you do with any appliance in your home, Cynthia, that does more harm than good?
Throw it away.
And Raymond, when you replace it, are you going to replace it with something that does the exact same thing?
Well, I hope not.
Well, guys, now I showed you how all 350 different brand names, makes, and models of vacuum cleaners work. Let me go and show you what makes the Tristar so different. Let me show you what makes the Tristar so different. For that, I need to pull out my sand here. Go and feel that for me. Tell me what you think that weighs. Guess right and keep it, but I keep Tupperware.
17 pounds.
You're exactly right. Where do you want? Pocket, lap, or floor?
No,
I'm just kidding. Okay. it's about 20 pounds of sand, dirt, and dust.
Oh, you have a
Now, Cynthia, let me ask you a question. Have you ever emptied your vacuum and actually had it weigh this much before?
No.
No, because normally when we empty our bags or filters, they're very light and fluffy, almost like a pillow, aren't they?
Yes.
If they weren't so dirty, you might even be able to sleep on them, okay? Now, I'm going to go and put a little machine here to show you this is some pretty dusty stuff. Let me know when you see a cloud of dust kick up out of there, Raymond. You see that?
no dust.
No dust? Okay.
No.
Well, as you can see, run the finger so you can see it is very dusty stuff, right?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have you, Cynthia, suck up 20 pounds of sand, dirt, and dust in the Tristar.
I want to do it.
And while you do that, I'm going to hold a piece of clean Viscon paper over the exhaust just to show you how much dust escapes the machine with only 2 of our 4 filters in place. All right? Go
Okay.
suck that on in there. There you go. Don't be shy.
You want me to suck up
Suck it all up in there. You can take your time. Hurry up.
The gun, he likes the gun handle.
Oh, there you go. If you find any change down there, that's where my boss likes to hide my paycheck. So if you're here, go in and let me know.
Okay.
All right, you get all that?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, you sucked up 20 pounds of sand, dirt, and dust in the Tristar. Did it feel like it lost any of its power?
No.
No? Excellent. And here's the best part about it. That's what went back out in the air for you to breathe with only 2 of the 4 filters in place. So would you agree that Tristar is a pretty clean machine?
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Now, Raymond, let me ask you a dumb question. The dumbest question you're going to be asked all night.
Okay.
Right? But if you had your choice, would you rather breathe dirt, dust, bacteria that comes out of vacuum cleaners or the cleaner that comes out of Tristar? Take your time.
Horrifying dirt. I'm just kidding. Know that.
The cleaner, right? Okay. Y'all would agree that bag right there is roughly 98% full, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Now, at this point in time, it doesn't matter if you have a $50 machine from the flea market or upwards of a $5,000 central vac system. If your bag's this full of sand, dirt, and dust, not going to be able to pick up a weightless piece of thread. Now, I'm sure you guys have both done that before, right? Gone over a piece of string, doesn't come up, go over it again, it still doesn't come up. All right, now this is where girls are a lot smarter than us guys, Raymond.
And it
Girls
gets
will reach down,
tangled.
pick it up, roll into a ball, and throw it away. Okay, we get pissed off. We reach down, pick it up, roll into a ball, throw it back on the carpet, and go over another 50 or 60 times, okay? But let me ask this. If your vacuum doesn't have enough power to pick up a weightless piece of thread off the top of the carpet, is it ever going to get dirt out from underneath?
Probably not.
No. All right, now to prove that the Tristar was any of its power, even at 98% full, I'm going to go back to my bullet. Okay, go and put that, grab that again. Okay. All right. Go suck that bad boy out in there.
All right.
All right, boom, there it goes still. All right, so you agreed, even with a 98% full bag, the Tristar still maintains 100% airflow, wouldn't you?
Wow. Yes.
Is it there?
Yeah, it's there. Okay. Now,
I would have already thrown away that bag. It's
there you go. Okay.
Would've
Now, the reason that is that patented system I was telling you guys about earlier is cyclonic action. Let me go and show you how that works here. If I just take this and hold it up on end, it now works just like just any vacuum on the market today would. Got your motor here with all the sand, dirt, and dust sitting on top. Now, with all that sand, dirt, and dust sitting on there, how much air is getting through to that motor, Raymond?
None.
So how much cleaning can I do, Cynthia?
not much.
Not much. But as soon as I turn on the machine, see how it throws all the sand, dirt, and dust towards the front. Keeps the back of that motor unrestricted at all times. So no matter at what angle, you never lose your airflow. So it's like you're working with a brand new bag or filter all the time. And again, Cynthia, when do machines work their best?
When they're empty.
When they're empty. So Raymond, isn't it going to be nice to know that no matter how full or empty your bag is, it's like you're working with a brand new bag or filter all the time?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That looks like a...
All right. Also, me and the sand have been together a while, so I got pretty well trained. I just take it like this. Just tell it to stay, and it will stay. Now let me ask you a question. The Tristar has enough power to hold 20 pounds sand, dirt, and dust upside down. It has enough power to get your home clean, Cynthia?
Yes.
Yeah? Excellent. All right. Because my mini-vac clogged up and lost its power after only 3 to 5 seconds. And after that first 3 to 5 seconds, Raymond, how much cleaning was I getting done?
You get that little bit and then nothing else.
Nothing else, right? So, in order to get something completely clean, Cynthia, you'd have to start with full power and end with full power, wouldn't you? Excellent. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over that same cushion, only this time I'm going to go ahead and start and end with full power. Now guys, remember, my bag's still 98% full, and it's going to stay that way throughout the remainder of the showing. All right?
Wow.
So go and hold your hand again for me. Raymond, hold your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Play power.
Yeah, full power.
Go play power. All right, go and hop up. I'll clean that cushion for you. Okay, now first thing you notice, whoops, is how quickly you can go across the cushion here. You guys are not getting stuck to it, fighting it off, anything like that. It's because the holes in the grooves make it really quick, really easy for you to get your cleaning done. Because Cynthia, when it comes time to clean your home, you don't want to spend all day doing it, do you?
No.
You want to do it as quickly as possible, right?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, go up to a pound there again. Go play power.
Yes. I vacuum all the time.
Is it bad? Should we just flip these cushions?
Oh my god. I promise I clean.
And you get a new couch.
Oh my.
You need to just move.
That's gross.
At least it didn't clog this time.
Wow.
Well, I came to your home at night.
That's kind of embarrassing.
Took a look around. I noticed everything was nice, neat, and in its place. And Cynthia, it's obvious to me you take a ton of pride in your home, don't you?
Yes.
Tell you got a beautiful home here. But with that obvious amount of pride you take in your home, I mean, if you could take it just one step further, eliminate this, eliminate this filth forever, would you do it?
Asking me or her?
I'm asking
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, yes.
Cynthia, would you?
Yes. I mean, I thought I cleaned it.
You gotta have the right tool for the right job. You know, that's good. I know it sounds like a dumb question, where you can tell me, no, I don't want to keep it. But I was doing a presentation not too far from here, so I'm not going to mention any names. I don't know how well you guys know your neighbors. But I got to this point in the demo, and I pulled a ton of filth. Almost as much as I have right here.
So mine's worse.
And you want to know what they told me?
They said no.
They said this filth didn't bother them. Can you believe that? I mean, this bothers you, doesn't it, Raymond?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Cynthia?
Yeah. Yes.
Of course it does. Because being clean comes naturally to most of us, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right, so have you guys ever noticed that furniture seems to wear in before it wears out?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean by that. After you own it for a few years, it starts forming the shape of your rear.
Oh, yeah,
Years later, you got to throw it away.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, the reason that happens is stale air, dust, and dirt have a tendency to get trapped inside, create a hardened layer, and decay your furniture from the inside out. To where that's where you get the slopes in your furniture, things along those lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a really quick and easy way you can prevent that from happening. Now all you got to do is grab a plastic bag. I use a pretty heavy duty bag. Use like normal trash bags, things like that, as long as they're clean, okay? Because no one wants to see any banana peels stuck to their furniture, do they?
No.
No, of course not. Okay, so do you mind if I grab this cushion over here?
Off the red couch?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. Okay. So all you need to do is grab the cushion, take it and stick it right inside the bag. Once it's inside the bag, you simply cut the air supply off and throw it right back on the couch. Now you don't have to worry about stains, dust, dirt. During summertime, get hot, throw some water in there, you got a slip inside, right? Mm-hmm. No, I'm just kidding, okay? Nobody wants to enjoy their furniture like that, do they, Raymond?
Unless you're a 60-year-old woman.
Exactly. Okay, that's what my grandparents used to do it. It's more like a sit and stick it during the summertime and then a slip and slide. It's horrible. So what you do is all you got to do is turn the machine on, take it and set it right on the center of that cushion. Now once on the center of that cushion, you simply cut the air supply out to the bag. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm pulling the stale dust, dirt, and air out of the center of the cushion, turning it back into a powder form. All right. Now, have you guys ever seen a cushion do that before?
No.
Well, go feel that for you. It's a pretty comfortable place to sit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You're hot during summertime, fan yourself up, got a big old Texas fly swatter, okay? Turn it off, release it, and fills the cushion back up. Now, as I take it out, Cynthia, can you notice how it's a lot fuller than it was when I first put it in the bag? It has a lot more of a shape back to it.
It does.
Now, as I go over here, Brandon, do you notice how the color starts to come back to it a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason that is, dust dulls the color of anything. Let it be from hot pink to black, dust can dull the color of it. So by doing this, not only is it going to add life to the center of your furniture, but it's also going to keep the outside of it looking a lot like it did the day you got it. Sounds good? Perfect. Let's go and toss this back on the couch here. All right. Now, Cynthia, can you notice the difference that it made in the cushion?
Yes.
Brought it back to life, makes it look a lot nicer.
Yes, it does.
Excellent.
It's my college couch.
Wow.
We just pulled all this filth out of the inside of that one couch cushion. Now, Raymond, doesn't it make sense that by eliminating this filth from the inside of your furniture, that it could double the life of your furniture?
That would seem like, yeah.
I mean, Cynthia, if the Tristar could double the life of all of your furniture, couch cushions, bed mattresses, chairs, all of it, keep from having to replace any of it just one time, how much money would that save you? $2,000, $3,000, $4,000? How much?
A couple thousand, probably.
It's $2,000. Wow. And again, Raymond, $2,000 is a ton of money to save just by eliminating this filth in your home, isn't it?
I'm gonna breathe it.
Cynthia, would you do this once, twice a year, knowing that you could double life of your furniture?
Oh, yes.
Save yourself $2,000 and eliminate this filth from your home?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crazy not to, wouldn't it, Raymond? All right, well, guys, not only does this upholstery tool work really well for cleaning like your furnishings and things like that, but it also works really well at cleaning your drapes. It's got what's called a built-in drape gate right here. See those little bars right there? What that allows the drapery to do is stick against the front of it and not worry about getting sucked up into the machine.
Okay.
Also has a bleeder valve on the top right here. What this does, because I notice you got the lighter drapes right here, this reduces the airflow coming through here, so you don't have to worry about, again, sucking them off the wall or anything along
Okay.
those lines. Now, Raymond, Cynthia, how do you guys normally go about cleaning off your draperies?
That's a hard question there. I mean, I'd just, you know, when I had my own place, I would just hit them. And
Just
then
whack
vacuum
'em.
it. Yeah, you just whack when you vacuum whatever falls on the ground.
There you
How
go.
do you do it, babe?
okay.
Just like that, going up and down.
Okay, so you do actually clean with your machine now, or?
Yes, just like that.
There you go. Why don't you go and try it out since you're already up? Give it a
Okay.
shot. Does that seem pretty easy to use?
Yeah.
Basically slides right down the front of the draperies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the cool part is you don't have to, again, with that drapery on, you don't have to worry about pulling anything off and sucking it up inside the machine. All right, let's go and take a look at what you found.
Was it easy?
Now, I know at times it's hard to get high up those hard to reach places. All of our attachments fit at the end of extension ones.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't really do much.
Like a little bit.
Oh, wow. And just that little bit?
You just found all that filth off just a couple swipes across the draperies. Now, Cynthia, doesn't that seem like a much easier way, more efficient way of getting the draperies done? So try and take them down, put them in the washer, dry them, wash them, dry them, rehang them.
Yeah, definitely.
Never even thought of doing that.
Well, some of them we can't do, like those you can't wash.
All right. Well, Cynthia, Raymond, that's our upholstery tool. If you had it, would you use it?
Yes.
Raymond?
If she'd use it, then yes.
Awesome. Okay. All right, now guys, the next attachment I got in here is something I'm sure you guys have seen before. Comes standard just about every machine on the market, and they all have one thing in common. You know what that is, Raymond?
It's a little brush.
That and the fact that they don't work.
Plastic
Okay, I'm sure you don't mean by that. You spend more time pulling stuff off than you do actually picking
Yeah.
anything up with.
That's true.
The reason is it takes 35 inches of water to pull anything through these brushes. Normal machines only have anywhere between 15 to 40 inches. If you take away 35, Cynthia, what are you doing with the dirt the whole time you're pushing?
Yeah, you're just rubbing it all in.
Rubbing it all in, pushing all over the place. Okay, now Tristar loses 35 inches to water lift as well. But when you start with 116, it still leaves you with 81 inches left to get your cleaning done.
Is
Okay,
that a
now
soft
go and feel the
brush?
bristles on there for me. So they're nice and soft?
Yeah.
Okay, what they're made out is natural horse's hair. Now don't worry, we didn't harm the horse, just gave it a haircut. Now the reason we use horse hair instead of plastic or nylon brushes like most machines use,
Yes.
if you were to take plastic or nylon brushes, go across your glassware, TV screens, things like that, what's it going to wind up doing to it?
It scratches it.
Scratch it and destroy it. Horsehair is soft enough to where it's not going to do that. Now, Raymond, where's one of the harder places in the house to dust?
Like under the couch.
Under the couch? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I got an attachment that'll work really well for going underneath there. But also, notice we got the lampshades right there, right? How do you normally go about cleaning those?
I don't.
You don't? Okay. A lot of times, like you do, is a baseball bat method. You kind of whack them a little bit, get the dust off there.
Yeah.
This makes it very simple. I just take it, hold it on there, it slides right down the front of it. You notice the difference it's already making in the blinds? Kind of lightens them up again. Or actually in the lampshade. Then you can go from there straight to tabletop. Okay, it also rotates to where you get up like this, get in between the crack scuffs through your ceilings and everything along those lines.
Yeah, here we go.
We just got all of that filth in a matter of what, Raymond?
It's like solid matter. It's a few seconds.
Just a few seconds. Now, Cynthia, is there any way you would have gone all of that quickly with the conventional means of dusting?
No.
Of course not. Because, Raymond, have you ever noticed that when you dust, we always dust in layers? We start at the top and work our way down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because we know we knock the dust from one level to
Yes.
next, to next, to next. And eventually, Cynthia, it goes where?
To the floor.
And then, Raymond, you go over with your what?
Use the vacuum.
And then it goes right back where?
The air.
It's the air for you and your family to breathe, and right back on top of what you just got done cleaning. So, Raymond, were you actually cleaning, or were you just recycling?
Probably just moving it around.
Moving around and recycling, right? Now, the best part is, all this filth right here went from where I cleaned to where, Cynthia?
To there. To the vacuum.
Exactly.
Not
That's
the
once,
vacuum.
2 more times, get my check. Okay, but it didn't go back where, Raymond?
They didn't go back to the curtains or the lampshade or anywhere else.
Exactly. So Cynthia, was the Tristar just cleaning? Or excuse me, was the Tristar just recycling, or was the Tristar just cleaning?
It was cleaning.
So, Raymond, Cynthia, it's going to be nice to know the next time that you guys go to clean that you're actually going to be cleaning instead of just recycling.
Yes.
Now, do you guys have any idea what the #1 destroyer of all electronics is?
Dust?
Dust, exactly, okay? The reason is you got the slots and the vents in your backs of your TVs, VCRs, computers, DVD players, everything designed to keep your systems cool. You get a bunch of dust buildup on there, you grab a rag, you go across the back of those vents. What are you doing with the dust as you go across those vents?
You push some of it in.
Pushing it down in to where it lands on your circuit boards, insulates them, and overheats them. Next thing you know, boom, there goes your TV, DVD player, computer, gaming system, whatever. So again, I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way you can prevent that from happening. Now all I got to do is take it. Again, you don't have to worry about being afraid to go across the glassware or anything like that with the horse there. So he slides right across the screen of the television. Okay, and instead of pushing anything down in the vents, it's actually pulling the stuff out. Now there's nothing we can do with the stuff that's already deep down in there. But we can't eliminate any more from falling in. We just pulled that off the back of your television. Now, again, Cynthia, wouldn't it make sense by eliminating this from the inside of your electronics, that it's going to add life to all of your electronics?
Thought it was clean.
I mean, Raymond, try starting to keep you have to replace any of your electronics just one time. From TVs, DVD players, computers, any of it. How much money would that save you? Another what, 4, 5? I mean, it's a nice TV.
It's an $800 TV.
It's an $800 TV.
Yeah.
Assuming that's not the only one in the house.
No, there's
So
5.
So
We have a lot of
closer to
TVs.
$6,000.
We like TV.
And Cynthia, $6,000 is a ton of money to save just by eliminating this from your home, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, Raymond, would you do that once a week to once a month, knowing that it could add life to all of your electronics, eliminate this bill from your home, and save you an additional $6,000?
Babe, would you do that?
I would probably do it.
Okay.
But yes.
All right. Well, Raymond, let me ask you a question. If you had a tool like this in the house, where would you use it?
The
dust brush.
Where would I? Give it to her. Probably my office. I mean, I'd use it in there.
In your office?
keyboard.
Okay, you got a lot of desktops.
Keyboard, yeah. Yeah,
keyboard.
keyboard. I got
Okay.
my laptop in there.
Well, obviously we're not in your office right now, so why don't you go grab that. Go and give it a shot, at least on the countertop right there.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see how quickly and easy it is to use.
Okay.
Is that pretty easy?
Yeah.
And if you
very
notice, it gets down in between the cracks and crevices of the edging right there, so it'll pull anything that you have in and out. So if you do go across your keyboards and things like that, it'll pull everything out from underneath. All right, there you go. So you can't have to clean your entire house now.
Okay.
All right.
We're just spreading our dust.
Again, Raymond, that's everything that you grab that, just pulled out from that little TV stand right there.
Wow.
And it's a much quicker, easier, and more efficient way of cleaning, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean,
Raymond, normally when you go to dust, what do you got to grab? The pledge, the rag?
you spray it and it pushes it around and it disturbs it. It disturbs it. But it didn't. But this didn't disturb it. It didn't throw it up into the air or anything like that.
You just got it done quickly and easily, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Raymond, Cynthia, that's our dust brush. If you had that, would you use it?
Yes.
She'd
Yes?
use it.
She'd use it.
I'd encourage her to use it.
There you go. Everyone needs encouragement, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, next time you got here, something else I'm sure you guys seen before. Comes standard just about every machine. Now, what's one thing you know is different about that one than other ones you've seen?
Does this one work?
It has
That
the
works,
holes in the
okay?
sides.
It's got the holes in the sides, right? Now, most of our tools are groovy tools, but everyone needs a holy tool for Sunday cleanings, right? Boom. Okay, told you guys jokes got worse. Okay, now, do you guys remember what those holes are for, Raymond?
It's to keep it from doing a vacuum seal against the surface.
Exactly, so you're able to maintain your airflow at all times. Now, one of the most important parts of any carpet to keep clean is along the edge of your walls, because that's where your carpets are tacked down. And Cynthia, have you ever noticed the edge of your carpet's always the first part of the carpet seems to go? You know, get the fridged edges, or you get those rolls in your carpeting. The reason that is 9 times out of 10, when you go to vacuum, Raymond, you just plug in the machine and take off, right? You know, if I'm starting here, I'm finishing here. But where are we working the machines towards the whole time we're cleaning?
It's the end.
Towards the edge.
Go to the walls.
Exactly. So, Cynthia, if your vacuum's not actually picking up the dirt, what's it doing with the dirt the whole time you're pushing the machine towards the wall?
Just moving it around.
Moving it around, pushing it towards the wall. So you've got a tack board here, carpet lays on top of your tack board. Dirt and dust build up, build up, build up, build up, build up. And eventually, what happens to your carpeting? Raymond?
That's why it will run up at the edge.
Run up the edge and come off the stack board. Now, when that happens, you have to have your carpets restretched and retacked. And that can run you anywhere between $300 to $500 per room to do, depending on the size of the room. And you can only do that once before you have to replace your carpeting. And Cynthia, when you replace the carpet, you're just going to do it in one room, or you're going to have to replace it throughout the entire house.
The whole house.
Throughout
probably.
the entire house, okay? So I'm going to go over a little 1-foot section along the edge of the wall right here. Go ahead, turn this on. Ouch. All right, so first thing you notice how you can slide right across the carpet here. You don't have to get stuck to it, fighting it off, anything. It's because it has a bulldog nose, which allows it to make it easy to curl across your flooring. Now, obviously, Raymond, you're not going to want to crawl around your house, clean your house. That's, again, they do fit at the end of our extension wands.
Cut of your face always gets to me.
It's kind of a lot built up the little 2-foot section along the edge of the wall right there. Hey, Raymond, while around the rest of the house, the rest edge of the walls, how much more did they come up with?
Probably plenty.
A ton, right?
Yeah.
They'll fill this thing up a couple times, right? No, I'm kidding. Okay. Now, doesn't make sense by limiting this from the edges. It's going to keep your carpets tacked down longer, looking nicer, and lasting longer. And save you a ton of money too, right? I mean, after all, Cynthia, when it comes time to replace your carpeting, they're not going to charge you 50 cents a square foot for the edges and $5 for the middle, are they? No. So, Raymond, you'd agree that it's just as important to keep the edges clean as it is the middle?
I mean, I think it's important to keep it all clean.
Yeah. So would you guys do this once, twice a year? Know when you can add life to your carpets, keep them tacked down longer, looking nicer and lasting longer?
Once a week, probably.
Once a week. Now, another great place for this is inside couch cushions, crevices, things like that. Okay. Now, what happens a lot of times with the standard machine, if you get down in between a couch cushion, once you're down inside, you're going to lose all of your airflow because you're in the cushion on cushion. It's all just because sealing it off. Now, even with the grooves on the side here, if you get down in there, the fabric's going to close it off. So that's why, again, with that bleeder valve up here, you open that bleeder valve while you're down in between the crevices of the couches. It'll help you maintain your airflow the whole time that you're cleaning. All right, so let's turn it on. Okay, like I said, it slides right in between here. Did you hear the airflow coming through right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're constantly cleaning the entire time you're using it. All right, here we go. So, okay, why don't you try it out? Tell me how easy that is. Is that pretty easy to use?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I like the handle.
Excellent. All right, go kill that off right there.
Is that a power switch up
That's
there?
the power knob switch for the parts that does your carpeting. Show you that here in just 1 second. Oh, wow.
That's embarrassing.
It's like pretzels in there.
It's like sand in me to my couch.
You know.
Now, obviously, guys, this isn't something you want to do or you have to do every time that you clean. But again, Raymond, it's going to be nice to know that when you do it, it's actually going to be getting the job done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, not only does the Tristar have an excellent intake, but also has an excellent exhaust system. Okay, all you gotta do is take this and plug it right into the back here, and you got yourself a nice little high-powered blower. Okay, to where if you got any leaves in your front yard, neighbors make you mad, just blow them off in their yard. Okay, blow it on the above there. Okay, blow out your porches, patios, driveways. Heck, if your hair dryer goes out, take Tristar, blow dry your hair with it. Okay, it also works really well for keeping kids, pets, and friends entertained. All you gotta do is grab your normal golf ball. Everyone loves magic tricks, right? Okay, turn the machine on, and make the golf ball float. Then you can combine Tiger Woods and LeBron James. All right, so you guys like that feature?
Yes.
Excellent. Also works really well for blowing up air mattresses, rafts, kids' inflatable toys, things like that.
Yeah.
All right, well guys, that's our crevice tool. If you had it, would you use it?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, guys, these are our wands made of high-impact Lexan plastic. All right, it's very durable. The reason we use the plastic instead of metal ones, because metal ones, once you put them together, they have a tendency to rust together and you can never get them apart.
Okay.
These, once you're in, push a button, they come back out. They're also interchangeable because all the electrical work's built inside the machine. You have no loose wires, got about getting cut, frayed, or anything along those lines. Now, all of our tools and attachments do fit. Oops. Grab it. At the handle here, okay? Midway point right here,
Oh,
or
okay.
all the way at the end. Okay, because I know for some people, it's hard to get high up and it's hard to reach
Yes.
places. Okay, for me personally, it's kind of a pain to get down underneath things. All right, so this is really the best of both worlds. Now, all of your tools and attachments do fit right here on the handle to where they're all at fingertip access. So you never have to go hunting for your attachments or anything along those lines. All right, seem pretty easy?
Yes.
Yeah, very.
Excellent. All right, well, let me ask you, the next attachment, guys, is what we call our redneck tool summer tee. Some are here, some are there. Okay, this is actually a hard floor tool. Okay, what this is designed to do is replace the broom and the dustpan. So let me ask a question, show of hand, anyone in the room enjoy sweeping?
Oh, no.
Yeah, okay, she may do it, I don't know if she enjoys it.
No.
Okay, the reason sweeping is such a tedious task is because when we sweep, what do?
We're just pushing it around.
Exactly, move dirt from one spot to the next, right? And you sweep it up into a big old pile. Once it's in that big old pile, you got to go find
Vacuum.
the vacuum or the dustpan, right? Get the dustpan, you sweep it up, throw it away, sweep it up, throw it away, sweep it up, throw it away, sweep it up, throw it away. You're like, I'm finally done. Well, Raymond, what's always left on the floor when you get done sweeping?
Yeah, like one line, and you just gotta just.
Exactly, depending on who's
disguise
doing
it,
the cleaning,
yeah.
it's underneath the refrigerator or out onto the carpeting.
Yeah, or he just spreads it around.
Or just spreads it around so it looks a little good, right? Okay. All right, now, once you're done sweeping, do you mop?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She does.
She does. What color does the mop water become?
Well, pretty dirty. I have
dirty.
a pretty good technique for that.
Gotcha, okay.
It's like black.
What's always in the bottom of the mop bucket?
Just a whole bunch of grit. Like
Dirt and mud, right?
sand
Like soil.
and-
Soil. Huh.
Hair.
Well, is
It
sweeping...
looks like sand, kind of.
Exactly. If sweeping really did its job efficiently, how much sand, soil, hair, and everything else did you find in the bottom of that mop bucket?
Well, hopefully none.
You shouldn't find any, right? And then, Raymond, you let your floors dry, don't you?
You do. Yeah.
Then you walk across your floors with your white socks on. What color your white socks become?
They get brown.
They get brown.
Yeah.
So you take the time to sweep, take the time to mop, take time to let your floors dry, all to have dirty socks. Now, again, the reason that is when you sweep, you push the heavy stuff across the floor. But what are you doing with all that light stuff?
Putting it in the air.
Putting it into the air. Now, is it just dust that's going up into the air at that point in time? That's what we talked about earlier. It's the dead skin, dust mites, the scabies, the spider particles, and everything like that. Okay, and whatever you don't breathe in, it takes about 4 hours to settle back down on top of your floor. Okay, so it's kind of like the hamster in the wheel. We just keep going, 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 but we never actually get anywhere. Okay, with this, what we're able to do is we're actually able to remove the dirt from the top of the floors instead of just pushing anything across the floors. Okay, let's take it. And if you notice with hard floors, especially when you're sweeping, okay, in the beginning you can know it when the boards are put together, you really can't tell when they're put together. But in time you start to get the gaps and the floors start to lift up. The reason that happens is you push one piece of sand under there, it creates a gap. Then as you're sweeping, what are you continuously doing with that gap?
Making it bigger.
Putting more and more and more in. Alright? So where it also lays flat, so there your couches and tables like you were talking about earlier. Alright? Also rotates 360 degrees. Say like this, go across the cake floors, on top of ceiling fans and everything like that.
It was clean.
It was good. I just went over a little 2-foot section right there. So you'll pull this out. And again, is there any way I would have gotten that quickly and that efficiently using the broom and dustpan? Because that took me a matter of what? Cynthia?
Maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Now, which one of you guys does most of the cleaning on the floors?
That would be me.
That would be you. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to have you hop up really quick, Cynthia, and give this a shot. All right. Now, the easiest way to use the machine is what we call the saddle position.
Okay.
If you're holding with this hand, wrap it around just like this.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Just like that. Okay. All right, go ahead and try it over there a little bit. Place you haven't hit.
What's that?
Oh, so good. Go ahead.
Oh.
Now, does that seem a lot easier to use than the broom and the dustpan?
Yeah, and it's light.
It's light, isn't it?
It's not like my vacuum.
So if you had your choice, would you rather use the Tristar or the broom, the dustpan, slippers, and all that other stuff?
The Tristar.
The Tristar, okay. All right, go ahead, stretch you down there. You want to step on the back?
Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
Not to rub being fragile with it, it can take the
that's
abuse.
easy.
Okay, I see.
How was it?
A lot easier than that.
Like better than a broom.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That is everything that you just pulled out of your carpets. Man, let's say you walk into your favorite restaurant tomorrow. You saw that laying on the floor. Do you want to eat there?
No, that'd be gross.
Cynthia, this is your own kitchen. It's not your fault though. It's not your fault though, because either A, you didn't know it was there, or B, you didn't have an efficient way of getting rid of it. But Raymond, now that you know that it's there, and you know an efficient way of getting rid of it, are you going to do something to get rid of it?
I'm gonna do something to get rid of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
Because if you don't, unfortunately, then whose fault does it become?
Mine.
It's both of ours. It's both of our
Oh,
fault.
that, guys, is our floor tool. Again, if you had it, would you use it?
Oh, yes.
Excellent. All right, well, guys, there's 4 things that you need to effectively clean your carpet. You need power, airflow, vibration, and a brush. And have I proven to you the Tristar has plenty of power and airflow, Raymond?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, most machines use vibration or brush, what's called a beater bar. What that is, metal or plastic bar that runs through the bottom of your machine designed to beat against your carpet to get the dirt out of your carpet. But if your vacuum cleaner has no airflow and you're beating on top of your carpet, Cynthia, are you beating the dirt out or further down in where it's going to do its damage?
Probably putting it in.
Further down in. A good way of looking at that is, Raymond, let's say you go to a lake this weekend, okay? Get a bunch of sand grit in your hair, you have nowhere to take a shower until you get home. What would you rather do while you're at the lake? Grab a golf club and beat the dirt out, or brush it out with the brush?
I would take the brush.
Take the brush,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where we got our center sweep brushes right here in the bottom of the machine. So I'm going to sweep everything to middle where the highest point of airflow is. Now everything goes from your floor directly to your bag. Never pass through the motor or the belt because they're sealed off in their own compartments. And the belt alone has a 5-year warranty on it. Cynthia, have you ever heard of a belt with a 5-year warranty on it before?
No.
No, they don't make car belts with that kind of warranty. Now on top here you got a red reset button. That's where if you happen to suck up a sock, a cat's tail, speaker wire, cord, something along those lines, the machine's automatically going to shut itself off. That way you don't have to worry about damaging the belt, the motor, cat's tail, or anything that you happen to suck up into the machine. All right. Well, Raymond, does this bad boy look like it's made to do some cleaning?
Looks pretty high tech.
Awesome. Okay. So what I do is I'm going to turn this on and let it run by your guys' feet really quick, just so you can feel the vibration across the floor that I was just talking about. Now, nope, go on, keep your feet on the floor.
Okay.
There you go. Now, as I turn it on, does that look like it's very hard to push? So it just kind of takes off on its own. Okay, those are the brushes brushing across the carpet, not self-propelled wheels or anything like that. Now, can you all feel the vibration right there in your feet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, again, those are the brushes vibrating the dirt from the bottom of the carpet, bringing it up to the surface where the airflow can pull it in. not a beater wire beating down top of it. Go put your feet on top of there for me. Now you got a little foot massager, right?
Yeah.
Best thing is, it'll never tell you it's too tired. All right, go. Okay, there you are. All right, now, can you all see that ruler-sized area right there where I was just cleaning? Carpet's kind of raised up a little bit right here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, those are. Ow.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even move it. Raymond, do you expect me to find all of that filth in just that one little spot in the carpet?
No, there's a lot on there.
I mean, Cynthia, just knowing that all that filth is in there, does that bother you?
Yes.
Hey, Raymond, if you had your choice to keep this or get rid of it, which would you do?
Well, get rid of it.
Guys, maybe let's hit a lucky spot on the carpet. Spot on the carpet you might have missed last time you were vacuuming. Because I know when I get told to vacuum, I have a tendency of missing, I don't know, the entire carpet. Okay, so where is there an area of the floor that gets very little to almost no foot traffic?
Probably right here.
Right over there? Okay, perfect. So what we do is take this, and right over there. Perfect.
Yeah, right this little corner right
I'm
there.
going to set it right there. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for about the same amount of time. Now, as I turn it on, can you guys still feel that vibration right there along your feet?
I can feel it over
Yeah?
here.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, it's in
No,
reach over
well,
here.
that's a good 4 or 5 feet away right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can feel it
Now,
here.
with those are brushes vibrating dirt up and underneath, bringing it out. Let me know when you think it's been on as long as it was the first time.
I mean, that's probably about it right there.
About right now?
Yeah.
Again, you can really see that ruler-sized area where I was just cleaning, can't you?
On that one, definitely.
Oh, yes.
Guess it wasn't so lucky the first time, was it, Cynthia?
Wow.
Hey, Raymond, if I went to the back room, did the same thing for the same amount of time, what would I find?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't.
We don't want to know.
Yeah.
But you'd agree it'd probably be the same thing, right?
It'd probably be a lot of that.
I mean, if I went to the hallway and did the same thing for the same
Oh,
amount
God.
of time, Cynthia, what would I find there?
Probably like 3 times that.
So, Raymond, you would agree this is a condition that exists throughout the entire home, then, wouldn't you?
It's possible. Yeah.
Cynthia, is this a condition that you're going to eliminate throughout your entire home?
I guess if I had a Tristar, I could.
All right, well, guys, I'm not going to stand here and tell you the Tristar is a miracle machine that's going to pull all the dirt out of your carpet the very first time you use it, okay? Because no machine can do that. It took time for the dirt to get there, so it's going to take some time to get it out. Now, out of curiosity, on average, how often do you vacuum?
About once a week.
Perfect. By vacuum on average of once a week, after 6 to 8 weeks, the Tristar could eliminate up to 95% of dirt out of your carpeting. Now, the other 5% of the dirt is invacuumable dirt, heavy traffic marks and stains. And for that, you'd obviously need a steam cleaner to get out your carpet, which I'll talk about here in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to go over a nice little 3x3 area here 3 times and pull 3 different pads. Again, this is just to show you that the Tristar will get the dirt out in time. All right? Let's get this. Best part about owning the Tristar is you don't have to worry about this little demo lid here. All right. Yeah. Now, this is the easiest way to use the machine. Push with one hand, pull with the next. It follows you wherever you need to go. All right. You notice the difference it's making in the carpeting already?
Yes.
It's kind of brushing it back up, bringing it back to its original nap. And Raymond, does it look like I'm putting a whole lot of effort into pushing this?
Not really, no.
Basically slides right across the carpet, nice and easy. Press a couple more times here.
I hate looking at this.
This
Oh,
is your first time.
Oh my.
Now, I told you before, or guys, when I get done with this, I'm going to show you the 3 different types of dirt that are in your carpet. I'm going to explain to you how it got there and why it's still in there. Now, first you notice how the Tristar does lay completely flat. Now we can go into your beds, your tables, your furniture. You don't have to go out rearranging your entire house. Remember earlier when you said the hardest place to get into is underneath the couch?
Yeah.
This makes it much simpler. Also, if you ever want to turn a corner with the Tristar, it's very easy, turn your wrist. Okay, rotates with your wrist action. You don't have to worry about moving the heavy machine around or anything along those lines.
It's a lot cooler.
Sure. This is your second time. Already, Cynthia, you can notice the differences in the type of dirt and the amount that I'm picking up, can't you?
Yes.
Okay, guys, there's only two things you need to do when you own the Tristar. First thing you can do, obviously, is take them out of the closet. Take it out of the closet and use it, because Raymond's not going to do the job for you sitting in the closet, is it?
No.
No. Okay. So Cynthia, when you own the Tristar, you'll use it at least once a week, won't you?
Yes.
Excellent. Same thing, just take care of it. What I mean by taking care of it? Change the bag when it needs to be changed. Clean up that motor filter once every couple months. If you do that, it'll last you a lifetime. If you don't, it won't. So Raymond, when you own the Tristar, you'll take care of it, won't you?
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I'll even do that.
That's your job,
I'll
baby.
help, yeah.
Right, it's going to be a great machine for you guys then. This is your third time. Now, I told you before, there's three different types of dirt that are in your carpet. Okay, the first type of dirt you get is this light dust you see right here. Now, that's what every vacuum has the power to pick up.
Okay.
But again, Raymond, what happens to that light dust? Well, it goes inside a vacuum, it goes back where?
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere. So again, Cynthia, are we cleaning or recycling?
No, recycling.
Recycling. Now, the second type of dirt you get isn't even dirt at all. It's this stuff right here. Remember earlier when I asked when you empty your bag, it's light and fluffy like a pillow?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
It's because every time you empty your vacuum cleaner, you're throwing away $30 to $45 worth of carpet. You're basically buying your carpets by the yard, throwing them away by the pound. And that's because of the third type of dirt, which is the sand and the grit. Now, that's what vacuums don't have the power to pick up. Because if they did, Raymond, when you emptied your vacuum, wouldn't it feel like you're emptying, I don't know, a bag of sand or sugar when you emptied your bag? Mm-hmm. Now, each piece of sand has 7 to 13 cutting edges on it. They're like little pieces of broken glass. I mean, after all, Cynthia, what's glass made out of?
Sand.
Sand. So if I just take this, go across your table right there, what would I be doing to it, Raymond?
You'd scratch it up.
And destroy it,
Yeah.
right? And Cynthia, if one of those across the hood of your car, aside from getting my butt kicked, what would happen?
Definitely scratch the paint.
And destroy it, right? Mm-hmm. And those are both very hard surfaces. So what is this sand doing to soften up your carpet with your vacuum, beating it further in? Every single time you walk across your carpet, Raymond.
Just tears it up, so you get these threads.
Scratching and destroying it, right?
Yeah.
Now, Cynthia, when you bought your vacuum, did you get your vacuum to get the carpet out of the dirt or the dirt out of the carpet?
To get the dirt out of the
Dirt out of
carpet.
the carpet, right? But if you look at this first pad here, I've got a ton of dust, a bunch of carpet fiber, and a bunch of sand and grit. Mm-hmm. Okay, on this second pad here, I've got less dust, less carpet fiber, but Raymond, I'm still pulling a ton of what?
You got the sand in the middle.
Sand in the middle.
Yeah.
And on this third pad, I have almost no dust, no carpet fiber, and I'm finally starting to eliminate what, Cynthia?
Finally, the sand comes
Sand.
out.
So based off what I just showed you, Raymond, Cynthia, how many more times would you have to go across your carpet with your new Tristar before your floor is completely clean?
Probably about 3-4 times at least.
Exactly. Like I said in the beginning, after about 6 to 8 weeks.
5 or 6.
Yeah. Well, we have 3 here, so like 3-4.
Yeah.
So by using the Tristar once a week and eliminating this condition from your home, the Tristar can actually double life of your carpet. Now, if the Tristar keep from having to replace any of your carpet throughout the entire home, just once, Raymond, how much more money would that save you? I mean, 4 or 5.
Several grand, yeah,
nice
5,
carpet.
6 grand.
$6,000. And again, Cynthia, $6,000 is a ton of money to save just by using a machine. This actually can get the job done for you, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, earlier you guys said that when you bought your vacuum, you bought it to get the dirt out of the carpet, right? Mm-hmm. But judging what I just showed you right here, Raven, what's your vacuum really doing? Is it getting the dirt out of the carpet, or is it taking the carpet out of the dirt?
It's pulling up big stuff is all that's doing.
And taking the carpet out, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, Cynthia, what's one of the harder places in the room right here to vacuum, where you got a lot of obstacles in your way, things like that?
Probably the couches,
Okay,
because
try
I
to get
would
it
have
out
to move
underneath and
it.
around the couches. Okay, perfect.
Because
All
with
right.
this one, I have to move the couches.
Guys, you almost have to do something about Mary thing, where you got to hold the couch up, go underneath. Okay. All right. This is what, again, like I said before, with it laying completely flat, it makes it very simple to get into those hard to reach areas. Just set up for you here. Now, when vacuuming, about how long does it take you to vacuum the whole house?
The whole house, about an hour.
About an hour? Okay. So, I say, turn it on. As you see, if I lay it flat, it goes right underneath the couch.
That's
Okay,
nice.
so you don't have to worry about moving the couch around,
Yeah.
lifting it up, or anything like that. You don't have to do any power lifting while cleaning. Okay? Now, can you hear that stuff going through the hose? That's our style of music. That's what we call the Rolling Stones. Okay. Now, it has the same bumper on the front as it does on the rest of the machine. So if you happen to run into the wall or the furniture, you don't have to about ruining the furniture or the machine.
And here we go.
Oh, wow. As you can see, I don't move the couch as much.
Looks will be a little heavy for you. Now, we just pulled all that filth out from underneath your couch. Let me ask you a question, Raymond. If I was to walk out the door right now and leave all these dirt pads laying on top of the carpet, as soon as I left, what would you do with them?
Throw them at you.
Throw them in, okay?
Yeah.
Or throw them away, right?
Yeah.
Whichever came first. Now, but where's the dirt do the most damage, Cynthia? On top where you can see it, or underneath where you can't?
I guess where you can't see it.
Where you can't see it. So if I was to take all these dirt pads, shove them underneath the couch cushion, come back in a week, would they still be there?
I'd get into the couch.
Or would you open them up and throw them away?
I'd throw it away.
You throw them away, okay? So Raymond, even though you can't see the dirt, just knowing that all this is there, that still bothers you, doesn't it?
It bothers me a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Wes, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this little area here for you right now. So just getting half that part for you clean. Again, to show you how quickly you can go around the floors. Where this looks right now. Now, I know when I was a kid, one place I used to hate to vacuum was the dining room table. Because it would be like a little racetrack running around the table.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to pull all the chairs out, go underneath, vacuum, put them all back in. This actually makes it much simpler, much easier for you to be able to do that. With the fact that it does lay down, again, you can go right underneath here. It has that little L shape right there on the edge of the handle. What that allows you to do is hook around any kind of chairs or furniture and roll around it without having to move them all the way out of your way.
How much cleaner that is.
Yeah.
I just came off the rest of your field up there. Now, let's say tomorrow you wake up and decide to go shopping for vacuum cleaners. Because Raymond, it's not like your machine is going to wake up and say, "Oh, Tristar guy was here, better get cleaning." Okay? Not to do that, is it, Raymond?
Thank you.
No.
No. So let's say you go walking down your favorite store's vacuum aisle. You look up and you see like the greatest vacuum known to man. So it's like a light shining down from above. It's got all the bells and whistles, high beams, low beams, dirt sensors, dirt trackers, anything you could ever imagine being on a vacuum. And the price tag says $500. But a salesperson comes up to you and goes, "You know what? It's normally $500, but for today and today only, we can get it to you for only $50. You'd have gotten that machine, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, great deal, 90% off. Who wouldn't?
I love sales.
But on the way to the counter to pay for that same machine, that same salesperson comes up to you and says, wait a second, it might only be $50, but it's going to blow this filth back out in the air for you and your family to breathe, destroy your carpets like this, and leave all this filth behind. Raymond, is there any way you would have gotten that machine then?
You better not.
I would not. I would not get the machine. I would not get the machine.
Of course not. Because, Cynthia, it doesn't matter if it's $50, $500, or even $5,000. If it's not doing the job, it's not worth the money, is it?
Yeah.
And Raymond, if there is any way at all that your vacuum was doing the job that you got it to do, is there any way I'd be able to find all of this filth throughout the entire home?
No.
No. Well, let's find out. Raymond, Cynthia, this is where I give your guys' vacuum cleaner kind of a fair shot, okay? Don't worry, I left the gun in the car. Okay, so what you do is take it. This is not to badmouth your decision to get your machine. All right, at the time you need, actually it was a gift from the family, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so you didn't really have a choice. These guys didn't use it, appreciated free gift. This just to kind of point out a few things that you may or may not have known that was wrong with the unit. Okay, first off, on the bottom here, see how those brush bars have no basic design to it? Okay, so
Yeah.
sweeping the dirt from one side to the next, and here's your edge cleaners. All that's doing is pushing it further down where?
Into the carpet.
Into the carpet. 'Cause is there any kind of airflow coming through here?
No.
No, so basically it's making it look clean, but it's not actually cleaning it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, and your belt's right here. Things get on either side of that. Have you had to change the belt on this shit?
That's what happened to the last vacuum. It broke.
If the belt broke, you just pitched it? Okay, so hopefully this one doesn't break anytime soon on you then. All right, and here is your height adjuster.
Yeah.
You really see anything moving down there?
Those
Oh.
wheels.
But just
No.
barely, right?
Yeah.
Okay, height adjusters are bells and whistles. 90% of them don't really work. There's probably one next to it, the vacuum next to it didn't have it on there, it's probably you could have got it for about 20 bucks less. And the problem with them though is if they do work, they're one of the most useless pieces of equipment ever created. Because either A, you're too far from the carpet and you have no kind of vibration or brush.
Yeah.
Or B, you're flat on flat. And if you're flat on flat, what don't you have, Raymond?
No, it's not going to suck it all up.
Exactly, there's not going to be any airflow to be able to pull the dirt through. Okay, and on the inside here is where your bag is at. And if you take a look, everything that comes in, the motor's going to be pulling it straight from the top and down. As it's going down, it's going to be coating
Clogging.
the clog or the filters in the bag and doing what with the machine?
Making it less efficient.
It's going to lose its power.
Exactly, it's
Yeah.
going to lose its power. And I love the whole bag changer indicator. Is there any way that little piece of plastic's really going to be able to tell when the bag's full or not full? No.
Not really.
What you'll notice a lot of times when these things change, there's a sensor somewhere on the machine that shows how much dirt's coming in. It doesn't matter if the bag's full, it's just a matter of how much dirt's actually getting picked up. Okay? So here. All right. So I'm going to go over one spot in the carpet a good 50 or 60 times in your machine.
Okay.
Okay? And then I'll go over a couple times with the Tristar. Trying to find an area I haven't gone over yet. All right, Cynthia, would you mind plugging this in for me right there?
No problem.
Okay, easiest way to down and set this on. There we go. All right, man, does it always sound like this?
Yes.
Yeah? You ever miss any important calls while you're trying to clean?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Now I can understand why you wouldn't want to clean while the baby's sleeping. Now, can you guys already start to smell that?
I hate the smell.
You hate that smell. Isn't it crazy for our entire life we've associated a clean home with a horrible smell?
Yeah.
Now, do you remember what all that stuff is kicking out of there?
Dust.
So yeah, it's
Dirt.
dust.
Dust mites.
Bugs, fecal matter, bacteria, really gross stuff. So is that healthy or unhealthy?
Unhealthy.
Unhealthy, especially for someone who's got allergies in the house.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to keep going. Let me know when you think your floor is as clean as your machine's going to get it.
Now.
You can stop.
It's already clean.
Go a couple more times here, just going to safe side. All right, so I just went over that spot a good 50 or 60 times to your machine, didn't I?
Yes.
Now, after going over it that many times, you would expect your floors to be clean, wouldn't you?
Yes.
And if it wasn't, what would that tell you about your vacuum, Raymond?
That it is not properly doing its job.
It's not properly doing its job. Okay, so I'm going to go over a couple more times here with the Tristar. Now, did you guys like that orange scent that I used earlier on?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
that's
one was
great.
good.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and throw some more of that back on there, kind of change the air in the room again.
Can we do the eucalyptus for the
want the
allergy?
eucalyptus?
Yeah.
All right, let me find where I put that. There it is.
Good call.
Okay, I'll go ahead and use the eucalyptus.
Smart.
And I'm going to go ahead and put that back filter on the machine that I took off earlier. The reason is it works as a muffler at the same time as a purifier.
Okay.
And it really deals out the sound on it. Let's get this on here. It's set up. I just got to figure out where it went.
I just complicated
Now,
it.
guys, remember, as I was going over the carpet with your machine, your bag was completely empty, right? Mm-hmm. Do not forget, my bag's still 98% full of sand, dirt, and dust. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's put this on here. Now, when I first turn it on and go over the carpet here, I'm going to do it without the brushes going. Okay, I'm running off straight airflow alone. Because a lot of times people say, hey, my vacuum's able to get the stuff off the surface of the carpet. Kind of like what you were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys go ahead and come on over here and take a look inside this bag here.
So quiet.
What are you guys already starting to see fill up in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's...
Dust.
And that's what was actually
Carpet.
left on top of the carpet. So what's it doing? What was your vacuum doing with everything down underneath?
It's picking it all up.
Now you can see it's really starting to fill up.
Yeah, I
isn't
can see it. I can see it
Oh,
coming
yeah.
in there.
And go ahead and take a breath now. What can you smell?
You
It
can
smells
smell the
fresh.
eucalyptus.
Smell the eucalyptus, the freshness. And again, it's a lot quieter, right?
Yes.
Think you could do this while the babies are sleeping?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
I could even talk on the phone with it.
Talk on the phone. Raymond, you can watch the Mavericks play if you wanted. Okay? Also, does it look like I'm putting a whole lot of effort into pushing it again?
No.
It's a lot easier to maneuver, right?
It just looks fluffier, too.
Going back over the couch.
Okay. Don't step on it.
I know. Can't believe this is our dirt.
You're dirt.
That's where that spot in the carpet. 50 or 60 times your vacuum cleaner. What was I doing the whole time I was pushing it around, Raymond?
Pushing that back and forth.
So, Cynthia, what are you going to be doing the next time you pull old Dusty out and push it around?
I don't even know. I'm going to be thinking about your machine.
So, are you guys ever going to feel the same about pulling old Dusty out and pushing it around again?
I might not vacuum anymore. All that work for nothing.
So, and Raymond, have I proven to you that the only way to get your home clean is with the power of the Tristar?
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty gross. Pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, well, I've been seeing it. You can look in your guys' eyes all night long. You're just dying to try this bad boy out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to take the sand out of here, because it does add an extra 20 pounds of weight to the machine. And I'm going to go and put one of our jumbo-sized pieces of viscone paper in here. It's pretty much the same exact thing as what our bags are made out of. Okay, just keeps me from having to replace the bag every time I do this. I'm going to set it completely up like it would if you were to use it in your home tonight. And as I said earlier, the best part about owning the Tristar is you don't have to worry about that demo lid, having it fall out all over the place on you and all that good stuff. Okay? So this is the easiest way to push it, just like this. So Cynthia, why don't you go and hop up and try it out first. Get this kid out of your way for you here. Give you a kind of larger area to hit. Okay, you just want to flip that switch right there. There you go. Now push the handle button down.
Which one?
This one right.
Right here?
There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Now you've got your brushes.
Oh, wow. It's.
See how this basically pulls itself right across the
It
carpet?
did.
Okay, you don't have to worry about getting moved around or anything like that.
I didn't expect it to do that.
Now, have you ever gone over a hard object such as like a paper
I can go in
clip,
circles.
a penny, or anything like that with conventional vacuum before? Have you ever gone over something like that? Great. With this, go ahead and run that over. 'Cause most of the time it shoots it at you and goes right back out. With here, it goes straight into the machine.
Wow.
You don't have to worry about damaging the belt, the motor, or anything like that.
Yeah, usually I gotta get down and pick it up.
You gotta clean before you clean, right?
Get this here. Come over here.
All right, we'll go and leave that one for you there, Raymond.
All right.
All right, why don't you go and hop up and give her a hand really quick.
Okay.
Now, if you want to grab your camera while he's doing this, I don't blame you.
Grab this.
Maybe if we make it easy, he'll vacuum more.
Exactly. See? Now he knows what's going on.
And so it goes right over the cord.
Goes right over the cord.
That's
you
really
don't have to worry
cool.
about getting caught on or anything like that. And if for whatever reason the cord did happen to go in, you would have that reset switch that would go and shut it off before you did any damage. Is that pretty
Looks
easy?
like- yeah, it looks like it's lightening up a lot of these spots here too.
Pick up this string, see if it'll pick it up. Oh, wow.
All right, perfect. You guys seem to be having a little too much fun there.
Can I use it to get all
You
this
picked
stuff?
up your string and
Oh, what up?
everything.
Yeah, we'll get that in here in a minute before I get out of here.
Here you go.
That. Is there everything you guys just got out of your car?
That's pretty bad.
Cynthia, let's say you
bad.
wake up tomorrow morning and you're like, you know what, I feel like cleaning all day long. But I want to waste my time, destroy my carpets, pollute the air, and leave all the filth behind. You open up the closet door, there's your new Tristar, right next to it's old Dusty. What you gonna grab? Keep in mind, you want to waste your time, you want to destroy your carpets, and you want to pollute your air.
Then I'll pick up my old Dusty.
Exactly. Well, let's say you wake up tomorrow and you're like, you know what, I feel like getting the job done right the first time. I don't have a lot of time to clean. I want it done efficiently, purify my air, and eliminate this condition from my home. You open up the closet door, there's old Dusty. Right next to it, your brand new Tristar. What you gonna grab then?
My shiny new Tristar.
Exactly. Because isn't it gonna be nice to know that you're eliminating this filth from your home with your new Tristar, opposed to leaving it behind with old Dusty over here?
Yeah.
So Raymond, let's say if you had your choice, which would you rather use, the Tristar or old Dusty?
Use the Tristar.
The Tristar. You know, it's kind of funny that way. Because if all guys did the cleaning, every home would own a Tristar. You know why that is?
Why is that?
Because guys
More
don't use tools
efficient.
that don't work, right? I'm sure I go out in the garage and every tool you have out there does the exact job that you got it to do.
Yeah.
Well, keeping that in mind, doesn't Cynthia deserve the same for the home?
She does.
Yeah.
You do.
Excellent. All right. Well, guys, earlier, or actually, let's go ahead and check on that Pure Star. Guys, go ahead and take a look at the particle counter. What's the count read now? Considerably about less?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it's gone down a
It's
lot.
about 100 less.
Excellent, excellent. That was just in a very short amount of time. And can you guys smell the difference in the air with that neutralizing scent in there?
Yeah.
Hey, you can almost feel it in the air, can't you? Would you agree with me, like, if you were running this in a room while you're trying to sleep, it help you sleep at night with the allergies, asthma, and
Oh,
everything along
yes.
those lines? Excellent. Something else that'll help you sleep at night is making sure that your mattress is clean. Have you ever noticed that some nights you go to bed, you don't have stuff, you notice some mornings you wake up and you do?
Yes.
Okay, it's because of everything that actually gets on bed. Now, most people, when they think about cleaning their bed, they think about what?
Washing the sheets.
Washing the sheets and blankets and everything else. Well, the Tristar will actually allow you, mind if I pull this off?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Excellent. The Tristar will actually allow you to clean not just the sheets, but the actual bed itself. You guys got a lot of bedding on here.
Yeah, that's
yes.
what she likes.
There we go. All right, it's got to get warm during the summertime down here in the south. Plugged in.
She likes those throw pillows.
All right. Now, you can take the Tristar's power head and hook it directly up to the handle. And what that'll allow you to do is get the pressure that you need to get your mattress clean. So you say you put a little bit of pressure and slide right across the footing of the bed, or the entire bed, okay? And it's going to do this, it's going to brush all the dead skin, dust mites, bacteria, everything else that's inside here, bring up the surface, get it out of there for you. So that way when you wash your sheets, it's able to get everything not only from the top, but from here as well.
Oh, my God.
This came off the foot of your bed. if you take a look, you notice how it's so much lighter color than everything else I found throughout the house. That right there is 100% dead skin.
Need a shower more.
That's you.
All right.
That's
Guys,
gross.
go ahead and go on and grab that Tristar there. We'll go ahead and step back out into the living room. All right, well guys, earlier you told me that you could see yourself spending how much attempting to keep your home clean?
9,000.
About $9,000. Now, let's say that number doesn't apply to you. Okay, say you take twice good care of things, you make things last twice as long. If you cut that number figure in half, what are you looking at, Cynthia?
So about 4.5.
About $4,500. So, Raymond, the question I have for you is, can you see how you're going to be spending the money anyway?
No, I'm aware of that. I know that you have costs with home ownership.
Right. Okay. So, Cynthia, if you're going to be spending anywhere near that much money to attempt to keep your home clean, do you want your home this clean, 50% clean, 75% clean, or completely clean?
I want it completely clean.
Because there is no such thing as half clean, is there, Raymond?
No.
No.
All right, so I'm sure you folks appreciate a good warranty, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, Tristar warranty breaks down in 3 basic parts. There's a full 2-year warranty in all small parts and attachments, a full 5-year warranty on both the belts and the motors, okay, and a lifetime warranty in all metal parts. Now, with that 5-year warranty on the motor, it also comes with the $99 motor replacement benefit. What that means, let's say 20, 30 years down the road, the motor goes out for whatever reason, okay? That motor will run you $99 to replace and install. So guys, what's that tell you about the Tristar and the company that makes it?
It's a good company.
And we're willing to stand behind our products, right, Raymond?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great. All right, well, Raymond, Cynthia, that's the Tristar. What you think?
Sounds really good.
I think it's amazing. I mean, it's.
I can't believe how much filth you got out of my house.
This is disgusting.
Okay.
That's just gross. That's all I have to say about that.
So, Cynthia, if you had it, you'd use it, right?
Yes.
And Raymond, knowing that Cynthia would use it, wouldn't you love to see her have one?
I'd love to see her have. I'd love to see her happy.
There you go. Okay. All right. Well, guys, earlier I was telling you about our, your store-bought machines, like Eureka's, your store-bought machines. They're going to range anywhere between $60 to $800. Okay. And they all clog and lose power, all plastic construction, and all scatter dirt and dust back out in the air for you and your family to breathe. Does that sound like something you really want in your home?
No.
No. Then you got your so-called quality machines. They're going to range anywhere between $1,500 all the way up to $4,000. All clog up and lose power, all scatter dirt and dust back out into the air for you and your family to breathe, and all leave all this filth behind. Raymond, does that sound like something you really want in your home?
No, not to get the same thing for more money.
No.
Yeah.
Well, the Tristar falls in low middle at X, but the PureStar 1000 and X bringing your total to just this. Now, you can invest in a Tristar at any time, today, tomorrow, next week, next year. But if you could get it tonight, you take advantage of what's called our tremendous savings. Now, in order to take advantage of our tremendous savings, we do ask 3 things from you. Okay, first of all, you trade in old Dusty over here.
Okay.
Raymond, if you had a Tristar in your house and you need that thing belching filth all over the place, would you?
Are you gonna take it with you?
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't need it. So
Okay, exactly. Second thing is 8 names of nice people like yourselves. None have to look, none have to get the machine. But if they do look, they're getting a nice gift just like the one I gave you.
Okay.
So if you wouldn't have any problem with those names, would you?
Oh, no.
No? Great. The third is that you order today. Okay? If you do those 3 things for me, this is what I can do for you.
Rob, I noticed that you really had a lot of dirt pads down there. You know, how important is that as far as an effective demonstration?
Well, there's several different ways to build value throughout the presentation. One is saving time, saving money. People don't put enough value on the dirt pad. You got to look at every dirt pad as being worth $100 worth of value. So if you want to do let's say, a $3,000 presentation, you have to have at least 30 dirt pads in front of you, because otherwise you pull 10 pads, you've built $1,000 worth of value and you're asking twice as much as that. Customer doesn't see the value as far as the dirt's concerned.
So the more dirt you dig, the easier it is to sell the machine because it helps build value.
It helps build value, and that's pretty much your only evidence you have for these people to buy the machine. We're almost like lawyers when we're in a house. If a lawyer wants to win a case, he's got to present as much evidence as he can. We've got to present our case against their vacuum, and the only way to do that is by presenting as much evidence as possible.
The other thing I noticed is you spread the dirt pads out as opposed to stacking them on top of each other. So That way, is it more for a visual, because your hand really swept across, and look at all of this.
Absolutely. It's going to look like, even if I have like just that little bit of dirt on a pad, if it's spread out all over their floor, that way everywhere they look, they're going to see dirt. It's going to have that much more of an impact on it, opposed to if it's just all piled up in one pile that you can just easily pick up and throw away. So it also helps us to where at times the customer will try and pick up your dirt pads and throw them away because they're grossed out by it. By having them spread out, it makes their job a little tougher, and you can stop them from doing that when they get up to try and do it.
Okay. Now, I also noticed that when you did the first pad of dirt, you really slowed down, your voice inflection dropped the level, why did you do it that way?
On that first time I pulled the pad out, that's the customer's first impression of the dirt. So I'm looking to find the customer's DTL, which is dirt tolerance level. So, but I also know that in order for it to really bother the customer, it has to bother me as a representative first. So if I was pulled out, I'm like, hey, look what I found, and it's fun in games, to me, it's going to be funny to them. So by taking the time with the drop in the voice, drop in the fluctuation, it sets the tone for the rest of my presentation every time I pull dirt. It makes it to where the dirt's bad and not just another thing that they have in their home.
Okay, I also noticed that you ask a lot of questions.
Absolutely.
You know, there's the old saying that telling's not selling.
Correct.
In there. So, but with every phase of it, there was, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 committing questions in there. How important are those during the demo?
They're crucial, because you can go in there and pull 30 to 100 dirt pads, but not ask any questions and just hold the dirt up. The customer sees it, they get bothered by it, but they don't have an opportunity to sell themselves. When you're talking to your customer instead of at them, it creates a conversation atmosphere. They'll be more inclined to listen to what you have to say. And I know that a customer is only going to believe probably half of what I tell them, but they're going to believe 100% of what they tell me. So the more I can get them to tell me if my vacuum doesn't work, Tristar is the only machine out there that's going to do the job for them, that they want to have a clean home, the more them themselves are going to believe it. Because somebody told me a long time ago, a good salesperson can sell a Tristar. A great salesperson is going to get the customer to think it's their idea. And the way to get the customer to think it's their idea is by asking all those questions and getting the answers. You know, it's important not only to ask the question, but wait and get the answer in return.
Okay, you used every tool.
Correct.
And I've seen a lot of demos where people, oh, and here's the upholstery tool, and they don't dig dirt, they don't build value. So, important. You teach all your guys to do this?
Every guy is designed to pull 2, if not 3 dirt pads with every attachment. And I'm not sure if you noticed or not, throughout the presentation, I wasn't doing all the work. I was getting the machine in her hand and his hand, having them pull it as well, because that's a transfer of ownership. Anyone that says, here's this attachment, and puts it down and doesn't use it, in my opinion, is lazy. They're cutting themselves short on their ability to make money.
Okay. You just mentioned that you, when you teach your people to do 2 to 3 dirt pads, as a manager, gold distributor, you've produced 1 international sales champ of the year, and then 9 monthly international sales champs out of your office.
Correct.
And there, how did you do that? What did you use as the motivation?
With the motivation with the guys is there's a lot of competition, a lot of contesting. It's constant push. Even if there's nothing else going on, I'll do a weekly contest, I'll do a monthly contest, I'll split the office into 2 teams, and I make sure that my 2 best guys the month before are on opposite teams. So I know that those 2 are really going to go against each other and compete with each other and really push their numbers up, which in return is going to get somebody else to step up and move forward as well. As far as like with Chairman's Month, I had Ken and Ted competing against each other over a TV, and that's all they were worried about all month long. Well, a brand new guy that was out there with them, he's been with me about 8 months now, Chris stepped up and wound up beating them both for the month because they were too busy bickering between each other, so it helped push him at the same time.
You say a new guy. If advice for somebody who's new in the business that just saw this video that you did, what advice do you have for a new guy?
Advice for a brand new guy is learn your presentation. Learn your presentation. Ask your managers, trainers, notes. Ride with guys that know the demo and watch the demo. It's an age-old saying: the more you learn, the more you earn. You know, but I see it happen all the time in my office. As a brand new guy learns the demo and stops selling. It's because he's got to have his own personality and emotion into it. Right now, when you're new, you've got energy, you've got fire, you've got passion. If you can hang on to that and learn your presentation, there's absolutely no reason you can't be bonusing on a monthly basis, become an international sales champion, or manager or trainer, which is obviously the end goal at some point.
What about experienced people? What challenges do you find that they have, that they know the demo, you know, and then sometimes maybe they don't do everything that they should be doing? How do you keep those guys on track?
So that's part of the problem. They know the demo, like you were talking about earlier. Here's this attachment, boom, here's this attachment, boom. They've learned how to sell without doing the basics. What I do with guys when they start to get into a bit of a slump, an older guy's been with us a while, and maybe he's ready to move into management, who knows. Once they get into that slump, I know they're not out there doing what they used to do. Basically stay dumb. Just do what you were taught and you'll make money at it. So advice for them, have a guy ride with them. Have a brand new guy ride with them, get in the car with them and watch them. If it's a guy that's wanting to grow with the company, if a new guy's with him, he's going to do what he's taught to do in that house to basically show up for the new guy, which in return is going to get him back to doing the basics, and doing the basics back to selling.
Okay.
And kind of groom somebody underneath you. Take a guy that you can build and be proud of that guy that you built.
All right. Any other little tips or pointers about the demo that you want to share?
Obviously, the ultimate key is to keep the customer entertained, keep them engaged. You can't go in there and you can know all the words inside and out, forward and backwards, but if you're just running through the motions doing the demo, then it's going to cost you money. You know, like you've told us a million times, we're in what kind of business? We're
Show
in
business.
show business. You know, so you got to be in there entertaining. You got to have your highs, you got to have your lows, you got to have, you know, the stupid jokes or whatever it is, things that entertain you and keep the flow of the thing going. You know, not every demo is going to be a perfect demo, but as long as you do what you're supposed to do and get the customer engaged, then there's a chance to sell in every house you go to.
And the numbers will shake out if you do the right thing.
Numbers will shake out if you do the right thing. You know, if you're brand new and you're not closing 25%, sit down with your manager, sit down with your trainer, sit down with the senior rep, watch their demo, have them watch your demo, something like that. As long as an office works together as a team and all the representatives help one another, eventually there's no chance of failing as long as you follow the recipe that's given.
Perfect. Rob, appreciate it.
No problem.